Good evening, folks. This is Colan from Kincaid Outdoors. I hope everybody is doing well. This is my first official full live of 2025. So, welcome. Yes, my title says to be determined because I have no idea what I was going to planning on talking about, other than a few minor updates on things I was planning on doing this year once I get my surgery going. But other than that, we're going to have to wait and see. So I'm going to play it by ear today and see who all shows up and then go from there. Please forgive me. I'm in the middle of eating my supper, so I am going to be doing that as well. I have one quick question for my wife, see if she can remember what I was thinking. Remember when I was telling you about possible renaming the range?
Yeah.
Was Ranger or what?
Ranger's Outpost.
Ranger's Outpost, yeah. I think that'd be a good name. It sort of kind of gives, credence to both Lord of the Rings and the Ranger's Apprentice kind of vibes, You have to wait and see. So things are as they stand. Going to try to put my best foot forward. I'm just not on my left foot right now. And we're going to see how things progress this year. Hopefully, we'll have a decent amount of people in to say hi, how you doing, that kind of thing. Who knows? It is Thursday, 7:02, the 2nd of January, 2025, and hopefully we'll get some people in here shortly. It is showing that I have 2 people watching. I don't know what that means, so we're going to have to wait and see who shows up. I do have my lovely bride over to my left. Over that way. Yes, that's my left. Even though everybody you're looking at it, you'd probably say you're right. I have no idea. Hey, Cielo, how you doing? Happy New Year. How you doing? Glad you can make it. Don't have much of a topic today. I was going to see how things are going with you. Hope your New Year's went well. I hope your Christmas went even better. Going to be talking about a little bit of different things. You just got some things going on. Down in Florida, yeah, you're doing that going south for the winter type thing. We had some weather today, so it's going to be interesting. Please forgive me. I'm eating my supper while we do all this because I had to run to go get it. I'm glad your Christmas and New Year's both went well. Ours have been pretty decent. My boy got his first squirrel hunting on Christmas, and it's currently in our freezer. And he did decent for the most part for the New Year's as well. I'm in Iowa. We recently had a small bit of snow. It just stopped around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We got about 2 to 3 inches. Nothing major, maybe 4 if we're pushing it. But it's not bad. It could be better. It's not like super cold. It's running about 19 degrees here. Got some plans for later this year because I'm going to have knee surgery in February in a couple months. At the end of February. So hopefully I can get myself back on the trail, get back out doing more videos and things like that. Right now, it's going to be interesting to see how things go. I got some plans for some videos, plans for meetups, plans for giveaways, that kind of thing. Excuse me. Now, did you get anything cool for Christmas? I was given some clothes that were too small, but that's okay. They're still really nice clothes, and the thought was appreciated. So while I have lost quite a bit of weight since my initial injury. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out. So this is what I'm going to be. This is what I'm doing so far. So I have some plans for making some arrows this coming year. 4-fletched and 3-fletched. Plan on doing some bushcraft videos and some stuff like that because I've got some ideas that I want to do for myself, and just got to find me a decent place to go do it at. I do have some backpacking ideas. A meetup up in Yellow River State Forest, which is in extreme northeastern Iowa, near Harper's Ferry, just north and west of Prairie du Chien on the Iowa side. I'm going to possibly meet up with Herbert T. Outdoors and maybe a couple others if I'm lucky. Hey, Molly. Oh, that was awesome. May I ask what you got? Please forgive me. Ah, man. I can understand that. I would love to see my dad, but he passed away over 20 some years ago. Hey, Cecilia. Happy New Year and all this other fun stuff. Oh, glad to hear it. My dad passed away when he was 57. The scary part about that is that I'm now 57. So, okay, I'm going to have to go back and look for that one. If you want to post your link in the chat, or I can do it for you, it doesn't matter. That way we can share out people's channels and stuff like that. I think that's to be a good thing from now on, to share people's channels out and promote other people. So give me a second. I am going to promote your channel real quick. Here we go, folks. Please check out Seal Note Adventures. It's always good to help others and stuff like that. So they're currently down in Florida, winterizing themselves. Like, share, subscribe on them. Got to see what they have here. I'm going to go through some of their videos here. Cleaning the backyard. Okay, a lot of cool things. You and Jason should get along famously, because he's been doing, he's starting off with a new list on his mouse rodent kills, I think. But isn't that right, Molly? Molly, but no, that's his wife. That is Herbert. That is Pest Hunter Outdoors and Pest Hunter's Best Catch, which is Molly. Okay. I got the link pinned to the top of the chat, I believe. If anybody wants to come up, I greatly appreciate it. Just remember to be polite, respectful, and all this other fun stuff. So that's always a good thing. So how you doing, Cecilia? I hope things are well with you. Jenny is over here, like I said. I am going to be changing my light from right here to up there because it does get a little distracting for me, especially when I'm looking at my screen. Give me a second here. There we go. That's better. Picture's a little better on that one. I'm not looking so pale. Not that I'm really, my beard kind of fades in and out. But I plan on getting my range back up and running because going. I would like to do that. It's going to need. I need some serious help from my boy on that one. But that's not something I don't know if I can do. It's going to take a lot of work and effort and money and stuff I don't have. But it's going to be interesting if it works. So what do you think of the name, though, hon?
I like it.
It's simpler than the other one. It's a mouthful. And then as an outpost, you can actually get some supplies, hang out, and all the other fun stuff. So, I got a little miss here. She's looking for mom. She's over there.
No, I'm hiding from her.
She smells food. She's trying to figure out where it's coming from. You don't get my food there, cat. Nope. You're not getting my quarter pounder. Mac will be here shortly. He's probably in the other room. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I want to hear about you guys' holiday. Hope you guys they all went well. Hope you guys are all safe and warm. We are further north, with exception of Cecilia, who's a lot further north than I am. So we're going to have to wait and see how she's doing because she has to, speak up. I was running a little late, so I got here basically on time. So I didn't get a chance to share things out. So please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. If you haven't got any notifications from me in a while, please make sure you're subscribed because some people times they unsubscribe you and all this other stuff. But I could use all the no snow. Okay. Yeah, I know you were both sick. Are you guys on the mend though, Molly? Some things are going to be, down the line after I get my surgery, which is, like I said, the end of February. They're going to replace my knee. And from there, I'm going to learn how to rewalk and use my knee again, try to get myself back in shape for backpacking, hiking, and so forth, which will allow me to do some other things such as more videos outside. Maybe do some videos about, bushcraft and other stuff like that. I have some ideas. I could probably go use Mariposa for some of them. Because this is the closest one, obviously. Got to figure out things I can do there. No, I can understand that. I've got 5 things I got to take 4 every day, 1 every Friday. That's my weight loss one. But right now, I'm hoping things will get better hearing wise, or at least I'm going to work towards getting my disability finalized through the military. That way I can figure out what I can and cannot do and all this other stuff. How close I am to Ames? Probably about 60 miles, huh?
Yeah, I would say about that.
About 60, 65 miles. We're east of there. We go 55 miles to Des Moines and up another 5 or 6 to Ames, because Ames is just north of Des Moines. We're further east from there, right off the I-80. So just look up Newton, Iowa. You'll find out where we're at. Little Miss is very vocal today.
Miss or Marcus?
I don't know. Mac was over by you.
No.
Macus, come here, bud. Well, I have no idea where he's at.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've been to Ames a couple times. I got some friends who live up there. Now, Jenny and I have been to Ames a couple times for different reasons, but not recently. Now, I haven't been doing a lot of traveling because of my knee. Also I just got my truck worked on so a little bit between Ian and me, mostly Ian. Telling him what to do and say how to get him to change a tire on my truck for me. But yeah, Jenny goes every weekday to West Des Moines where she works. So she's been told she's the office manager. Not that she believes it. Some of the things I'm planning on doing some more bushcraft videos, some more camping videos. I've got a small park not too far from here, literally not too far from here, a little further more east at Mariposa that I will to check out some camping videos with my tents and stuff. Hey Rob, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Happy New Year. Happy belated Christmas. If I hadn't get to say that to you yet, I hope things went well for you in the new year. And welcome to 2025. There is no really set topic as of yet. I'm trying to feel out, see what people want to talk about. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Got some ideas about things I want to do in 2025 once I get my knee fixed, obviously, and after I get back to work. And so I'm going to get some things worked on and some videos I want to do, that kind of thing. So I'm going to have to wait and see how that turns out. Here comes Little Miss, hon. She's generally more vocal than Mac anyway. Mac's looking around the corner. Any questions, any suggestions, any ideas that you guys would like to hear about, or you guys are going to any things you're going to be doing either on your channels or in your personal lives, it could, like video ideas or anything like that. I do want to do a meetup with Herbert T Outdoors sometime this year, and also another one with SD Mountain Man if I can. And I definitely go fishing with Rob if he's available. I got some stuff I want to give him anyway. So it's going to wait and see how that turns out. It's not cold enough for water to really freeze too much here because it's cold, but not cold enough. I don't trust the ice. Because I've got some stuff for ice fishing that I would love to try, but I haven't done it yet. I even got some snowshoes I would like to try to use, but I got to wait till after my knee's fixed before I can do anything about it. So if I'm rambling too much, please let me know. Please give me some suggestions because I'm just nibbling here on my supper and just talking a mile a minute. But I am glad for each and every one of you, and I hope everything goes perfectly well for you for the new year. How much see here? So what's new with you guys? What's your new plans? Any ideas, any suggestions, anything cool coming up? And Rob, are you doing any ice fishing with your brother or anything like that? Or thank you. I do my best. Ooh, that's not a good idea. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be cold enough for any ice fishing. I still want to do that with you there, Rob. I mean, I've got my own ice fishing tent and I got an auger, not a great auger because it's a hand one, not a powered one. And I've got some ice fishing poles and stuff, but I've never really done a lot of ice fishing. I would like to try it. So that's an option, but I have to wait and see when finding a good place to go and everything else. Because I mean, like I said, I've never done it. And with me being hobbled by my knee right now, all the best times up through February are going to be kind of tough to do. But I really do want to go ice fishing, but I'm not going to willing to drive all the way to Clear Lake to do it. Okay, good to know. Hey, Sean. Happy New Year. Hope yours is going well. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, brother? Well, I hope you catch him. Ajax got a buck. He's tracking, so that's good. I hope you catch him before something else does. Yeah, that's a good question. Did you find it? Oh, good to know that you can keep your truck there, Sean. Sean's truck's the one that did the 1,000,000 miles. It's been in the shop lately, and he got his 1,000,000 miles, and he gets to keep his truck. So I guess his truck's going to be able to be fixed.
Nice.
That's good news.
That is good.
Do you have your I call it a deer dolly. So I'd lend you my teenager, but it's a little bit far for him to go. He got his buck, Ajax, but he's not strong enough to carry it back. It's a big one, apparently.
Ooh.
Hey, Ian. Hey, bud. Ian Charles.
He can't hear you. You're going to have to get up and go talk to him.
Well, dang. And you're keeping the loader truck? Okay. Got a message here. I'm going to do this because this is the only way I can get my boy. He's not paying attention to me. Ooh, that sounds good, Molly. Green chili verde venison.
Yes.
I need you in here.
Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not in trouble. It's okay.
Yes, what's up?
I'm sending you to Michigan. What? Ajax bagged a big buck, but he can't carry it back by himself. So I'm sending you to Michigan. For you to help him haul it back.
I can't walk.
Does that get walk?
I got him good with that one. You see the look on it. You just thank you, bud.
If I had the boxing glove, I would box it with it.
You got to build it, bud. That's what I did.
Who said I had to use the bow itself?
I don't have the glove anymore.
You know what? I'm going to buy a boxing glove and just.
No, I bet. I can understand about the chain rack. You should have seen the look on Ian's face. He was like, I'm doing what? Yeah, I'm willing to send him up there, but we got to figure out a way to get him up there. But you're probably going to need to get him back before then. So by the time we get him up there, he'd probably have it already done to his house already. Here comes Jason.
Theme song.
Hey, music.
Okay, there. Under 5
Okay,
seconds.
thank you.
In
I don't want to get dinged for that.
the year 25.
Yep. Well, we still got 500 years. You know, was it? Yeah, 500 more years before that song is relevant.
Yeah. Hello, Cecilia.
We have
CLO.
CLO
How you
is
doing,
here.
man?
Oh, Ajax just got a deer.
Ajax. Yes, I know. I've been eating dinner and getting ready to come up.
I am nibbling, so bear with me because I haven't finished my supper. But I offered to send Ian up to Ajax to have him help him haul his deer back.
Yeah, I was watching. He almost bought it for a moment.
I know. Man, he would have done it too if we could have got him up there. You know that, right?
Probably.
He would have been out there.
Hi, Sean.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting this year because I have some ideas about something. Yes. Okay. Cool. Glad to hear it. Let us know how it turns out. Any idea what the points are on it? If any?
If it's brown, it's down. It's food.
Well, I understand that to me. I mean, people like knowing the spread of the whatever it is. If it's a buck, how big is it? I mean, I want to know how much it weighs and how much meat is going to go in my freezer.
The closest I've gotten to a real deer is a deer mouse.
I've gotten closer than that.
A jackalope.
Oh yeah, he would have definitely done it for that. Ian loves venison. Since he got his first squirrel, he's like excited about stuff now. So I would say probably about the 200-pound range. You think, Jason, if you can't pull it out for yourself?
I don't know. I don't know what he's capable of.
Well, we've seen that. We know how big he is. We've seen him.
Well, camera does one thing.
Adds 10 pounds.
No, try like 50 on me.
I've been told they could see that I've lost weight. So especially around my face and stuff.
Oh, after tonight's dinner, man, I'm stuffed. I just
What do
gained
you have?
a big old giant quesadilla with
Hey, I am-
beans.
Would you
cheese.
believe I am working on a what is it? Bacon quarter pounder, and I mean literally, I can't eat the whole thing.
Ouch, Sean. Jeez.
Ooh, ouch!
Tyler, you send me a picture?
I want to see a picture too, but he's got a couple buddies coming, so we can maybe
Yeah.
get better pictures when they're there. He's got to do the classic deer hunter pose with it. I don't think Ian realized he would have been, he could have got some good money for if Tyler was a lot closer. We're a little bit far from Michigan. Closer than you are, obviously, but still. I just can't do the work myself, unfortunately. Even if it's gutted, that's going to cut down about 50 pounds, maybe. Yep, about 190 to 200 pounds. That's what I figured.
Excuse me.
What'd you use? 100 yards is a long shot. I know it wasn't with a bow.
Well, you can go to the top of the link. You can click in and tell us all about it.
Yep, I told him you can come on up. Links at the top of the chat if you want to come on up.
Yeah.
You didn't pin it.
If you got any pictures, I wouldn't mind seeing some pictures, but be careful. No firearm stuff. Usually, when I show off the stuff on here with Ian's, I just look at I try not to show any blood because some people are kind of squeamish about that. Me, I'm not so much. It doesn't bother me because I know it's food. And that'll go into the freezer, and which will help everybody in the long run.
Jeez.
Now, I don't know if he's planning on getting the hide tanned or anything like that, or using the antlers for either knife material or some other kind of tools. Now, I have some deer antler for my fire kit, which I've showed off before. I'm not sure everybody's seen it, but like this one right here, Jason, got the little,
Yeah.
got it's a little antler, but it's got a little feather on it. And here's the thing, the striker has got the same thing. So that's pretty cool. Gotta stop before Jenny reaches across the whole living room and slaps me in the back of the head.
Okay. I just had to check all my messages real quick.
I'm thinking about once I get my knee fixed, I'm going to start doing some small outdoor videos from the local park, which is about 7 miles out of town. It's got a nice little pond and everything else, and they have a little primitive camping area that I could go to. No power, mind you, but they do have water. Be well, Sean. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, be well, Sean.
Drive safe.
Excuse me.
I figured if I could start doing some bushcraft videos and outdoor stuff, basic small stuff that's not too far, because it's not too far to go to. I just can't do any bow stuff there, unfortunately, because it's a county park, you know. But no, you never know. Got to find out what I can do. But I can do some bushcraft stuff for the most part. But I will promise you this: not one. I will not do one bow drill video.
Oh man, I was just going to ask you that.
You always ask me that. So does Cliff and everybody else, and they know I won't do that one.
Yeah, Cliff should be popping on here shortly.
I'm sure he's probably listening.
It's 7:30.
Huh?
They live in hope.
You guys live in hope that I will finally do a bow drill video.
No, I don't live in hope.
You just guys want to make fun of me when I do it. But I've got to wait for I can get down on one knee before I can do that. You know, because right now that's not an option. But I want to get my endurance back up with my legs once I can be able to hike with a full pack again. And
Yeah, I actually did the whole day today.
at work,
Yeah,
congratulations.
without having to be physically tired.
That's good. It means
So
you're.
yeah, I'm getting all the crap out of my lungs. So
Why not, Cecilia? It's because due to my knee injury, I can't kneel. I kneel on my left knee. So I can't do that right now because I can't put any pressure on it. And I can't bend the other way because it's still putting pressure on my left knee. Because I wouldn't be able to get up if I did it the other leg. Which is pretty much not a good idea.
Can't do everything.
Now,
Yeah.
I do have some plans for possibly using some of the ideas that I got from Cliff about some paracord wraps and stuff like that he did a while back. And doing
hello,
that.
South Florida, Mr. Doug,
Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother?
Mr. AKA Doug.
Glad you can make it. Now, like I said, like what Cliff did with those paracord wrap things he showed off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that with my cane because they did say I'm gonna be using my cane for a little, at least up to a month, maybe 2 months, until they really fully release me back to work. So then I could probably swap it out from my cane to my hiking poles, which would be nice anyway, having the extra paracord. But I think it was he was here. What's his name? He's from Florida too. The other guy from Florida. He was here on Tuesday. I can't remember his name. Vike. Was it Vike?
it wasn't a hike with Mike. It was somebody else.
No,
wasn't it?
I said Vike. V-I-K.
Oh, Mike. Okay, yeah,
Was it Vike?
yeah, the one not too far from Doug.
He suggested that the shrink wrap things on the ends of the paracord to make them like aglets, which I think might be a good idea. That way, you could, if you want to stash in some small ferro rods or something like that, then you could use them like shoelaces, like you normally would, or anything like that.
Like I said, you can also get some shrink tubing and shrink tube it to it.
That's what he was talking about. He was talking about the shrink tubing.
Yeah.
So that would work just like aglets. And
Yeah, that's not too expensive at work.
I don't know much about them, how much heat you use or anything like that. I have seen people use the mini blowtorches and stuff to do that. So I have one, so that'd be something to try out.
Ajax, it doesn't count. He's not laying on the ground.
Did I get the picture? Or you
I don't know. I got a picture.
send me a picture? Let me see. Like I said, I didn't get it.
It's just a game camera.
So I still want to see it.
Still a nice looking one. As soon as I find you, there it is. There you go. Oh, they named him Crabs.
Who?
Pretty thick antlers, though.
Okay, where'd you send the picture to?
Instagram.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing it.
Got a little messed up little nostrils, but
I'm looking. Nope, I don't have it.
I'll send it again.
I just did. Twice.
Sent.
I've checked every one that connects me to you, and I don't have it. Or did you put it on Facebook? Oh, you put it on Facebook.
Oh, it
dude.
wasn't Facebook. Okay, sorry.
That's not a bad one. He actually about the same size as my deer target in my backyard. That's a nice one, though.
That's a good size one.
Yeah, like I said, even the antlers are like the ones I got of my deer target back at the back home. So it wasn't my fault that I couldn't find it. He told me the wrong one. But yeah, that's a nice one. I can show it if anybody's interested. I'll do it anyway. This is the deer that he got. So there you go, folks. There's Ajax's deer he got. Like I said, it looks a lot like my one I got, my deer practice deer target I've got in the backyard. So there it is. It's just the game camera one, but still, it will still work.
It's photographic evidence.
We got proof. Oh, love. I'll show it to you.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice. It doesn't not look like mine from the backyard.
Yep.
Looks like my deer target. Even the antlers are about the same. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations, brother. That should dress out really, really well. That'd be a lot of, let's see here, back straps, roast, loin.
Yeah.
And a
By the way,
whole-
Ajax, nice. That was a big muskrat, man.
muskrat.
Mm-hmm. No, you sent me the picture of the muskrat too.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but that's okay. But Ian would have helped you haul that, no problems. Now, do you have like an ATV you could use or anything like that, or
I don't know what the laws are there.
how about a travois? Would that work? You think?
Well, you know, get the rototiller, take off the tines, and put on the sled.
That'd be a little bit too much. I mean, a travois is easier to make. Get a couple poles, some rope,
Yeah.
around a couple, long poles, and just pull them.
And just get a Troy built rototiller, and you can drag almost anything.
That's true. I've seen somebody actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it walk across the top.
Yeah, just put take the tines off and put on little wheels.
I've seen people do it without changing the tiller out at all. Gives it a little bit more traction.
Well, you
Not
don't
you're
want
going to feel your way all the way in, but what's the worst pest you ever had to hunt?
the one I actually dread going after. I don't know.
Termites.
No, I wasn't licensed for termites or wood boring insects.
Um,
I won't touch that product. That stuff is nasty.
Scorpions.
No, scorpions are fun.
Well, because they glow in the dark under black light.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
Okay.
Probably
Tarantulas.
fleas. I hate dealing with fleas. Fleas and bed bugs.
I don't want to deal with bed bugs.
But vermin, trying to think of the
Shrews.
worst one. I always get
Tasmanian devils.
every couple of years when I was with the city, I'd always have a gopher. I would always have troubles getting. About every several years, I'll have troubles with a particular gopher.
Did you ever have any trouble with rabbits?
Rabbits, no. Rabbits are easy.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about because I mean they don't have a lot here, but you guys have jackrabbits in Arizona back in the day, right?
Oh yeah.
And I heard those guys could be an SOB sometimes.
No.
Because while they're here, they're protected, so I can't hunt them.
Cliff just lost power.
Oh no! Well, hopefully he'll be back.
Let me see if it's weather related or not. I don't see any storms. Yeah, there might be. If that is wind that I see it on the radar, that's pretty impressive.
Was it a big storm going through?
No, it just looks like scattered rain, but it doesn't look like rain. It looks like it might be like dust in the air or something.
Could be high winds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Not
dust
radio
in the
level,
air.
but high
Yeah,
winds.
and the Viper radar is picking up the dust in the air.
That's pretty high if you're doing it that way.
Yeah, but I don't see any thunderstorms or anything large enough to take out power. I don't think I can think of it as wind or somebody hit a power pole.
That both are
Or
possible.
CME.
No, not in that area.
Not detecting anything going on.
Jenny says CMEs have been happening. You know, the solar flares have been going on lately. That's a possibility. Is it just his house or the local area?
I don't know.
Actually, I have a question for you. Those people who have power stations, what kind do you have and why? Because I've been looking at them. I've been kind of considering them, but I'm not sure if if I want to bite the bullet and get one or not.
All right, hold on.
You talk about Johnny Harper? Johnny's really, really freaking cool. Yeah, he's an amazing cook, an amazing friend, and yeah, give the shirt off your back for you if you needed it. But he's, yeah. Why do you ask? Because I haven't seen Johnny in months, mind you. Because he's been working 2-3 jobs or something like that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Cliff to answer back.
Yeah, I know. I asked him if he was okay.
Yeah, I asked him, was it wind?
I wanted to, just wanted a basic idea about whether if it's just his house or is it all, the house surrounding houses too. So it's an area of effect type situation. I don't know. I have not heard from Johnny in a long while, at least 6 months, because some people like Cliff have talked to him from time to time. His son Jet posts a lot on Instagram, but I haven't seen him in a while. Other than that, I don't know. So it's just like I have no idea what the heck is going on with him. I wish I knew because he's an amazing guy, but that's all I can tell you. But I'm not sure if you heard my question, Jason, about the power stations that you guys got.
Yeah, I just have a 9,000 watt generator.
Did you have that at the gathering?
No.
Okay, I didn't know. So, no, I'm just wondering what people, if you're like,
That thing weighs 220 pounds.
I feel like Cliff and Blake and
No, I don't have an electric.
power station.
Yeah, no.
No, that's thought you might have one. Because if you're not at home and you can't really carry your generator with you, what do you use? Because solar panels, while awesome as they are, they take time and good, clean, straight,
Oh yeah, they do.
sunlight. Will they charge everything? Yeah, eventually. But sometimes you may not have time. That's if you're in a bug out situation. If you have time to sit and charge stuff, that's great. But if you don't, short-term wise, a power station is going to have to do until you can find a time to recharge it. Jackery? Okay, I've heard good things about Jackery. I've been seeing a lot of good things on EcoFlow, some anchors. What's the other one that people have been talking about? There's another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know they have some at Walmart that I've been looking at, but I don't know the power levels or voltage or watts or whatever things. What's the best one that would work for my situation? But like Jason says, he's got an actual generator. I was considering getting a low voltage, low wattage generator, but sometimes that's not necessarily the best one to do. The small ones will allow you to plug in one thing and that's it. But would you want to go with something more expensive and go with a champion that it's a dual fuel? Or do you want to go with something just straight gas? I've even seen some diesel ones, so I don't know. Hey, Blake, how you doing, brother? Question for you real quick. Besides the middle finger from Cliff, he's having power issues. What kind of power station do you have? And what size is it? Because Cecilia says she's got a Jackery. Jason said he's got a 900. Is it 900 watt or 100 volt? Your generator, Jason. Jason is not here.
Yeah, it's a 9,000 watt generator.
9,000 watt. Okay, I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I'm just
basically 50 amps.
Okay, I have trouble trying to figure out what's the best one for that because I don't understand it that well. But I was thinking about getting something like that, but something's bigger than a small generator, but I can actually plug some solar panels into if I need to.
It's funny. I'm actually looking at this right now.
At what?
How many people are out of service?
And?
There's 8 of them.
Just Cliff happens to be one of them, huh?
Cliff just happens to be one of them.
Caterpillar generator? Is that what you had at the gathering? Okay, he's probably had, I'm not sure which one he has, like the 7,500 watt, or has he got a little in quiet 2000 in cat INV 2000 quiet one? I have no idea.
Yeah, that is so funny.
What?
That there's only 8 people without power. And Cliff is
Well,
one.
not necessarily funny, mind you, but
It's still ironically funny.
I don't know about me. I don't find it funny because anytime you're out without power, it's not a funny thing. Because that happened to my older sister, and she was lucky she had battery power for her oxygen machine because she's on oxygen. And she had a portable one that had enough battery power to make it through until they got it fixed. So,
yeah, no, like I said, my generator is 220 pounds dry.
8,500. Okay, he's got 8,500.
Yeah. Yep, that's about 50 amps.
How can you tell? I don't understand that.
It's the quick math.
I don't understand how you can tell.
I need to fix that.
Take 8,500 divide by 125.
Why 125?
Because that's the voltage.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought it was 120.
It's 125. Or you can
Okay.
do 120, you can do 115. As long as you're in that 115 to 125, you're golden.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking about getting a solar power station. I mean, because a lot of places I go, I mean, I don't want people to know that I'm there. I don't have to, they don't have to. And, cranking up a generator kind of defeat the purpose of hiding out,
Oh, there's an add. So 8,500 divided by 125. And it's basically 40 amps,
Okay.
38.944. They would still consider that a good sized generator. Now, if you take it to 115, you'll get better amperage.
Now, what's the amperage have to do with volts and watts?
Okay. You get your volts. Okay. That's how much you're delivering. Watts
No,
is consumption.
what's better?
No, they're their own field.
Like I said, I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out something basic.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I'm not very smart when it comes to that kind of thing. So,
Okay. Voltage is what is being delivered.
okay. That I can
Amperage
understand.
and wattage is what's being consumed.
Okay. So one,
The resistance.
okay.
Like I said, I use consumed because it's easier for someone who doesn't understand how it kind of works. You got delivery.
I understand the basics, but
Uh-huh.
when it gets to bigger numbers, that's when my dyslexia really doesn't like the numbers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
So that's trying to keep track in my head, which I can't do. So I'd have to have it seen and written down because the numbers, while they jump, not as bad when they're on a piece of paper. As long as I don't have to try to write them down. That's where big issues happen.
Yeah. So that one there's quite a bit of amperage. So
Well, like I said, I was thinking about just a decent power station that recharged by a solar panel, that kind of thing. That I could not too heavy, not too small.
Mhm.
That'll have a decent battery life, charge life, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, Harbor Freight's got one, but I don't know. It says 350, but I don't know what that means. How long can it?
I mean 3,500.
Like I said, it's a Predator Power Station 350,
Okay.
294 watt hours. I understand watt hours.
Yeah.
I understand that part. That's how long you can go before it tanks.
Yeah. You can consume that many amount of watts for 2 hours.
Okay.
CR, how you doing?
How you doing, CR? Like the one that's at Walmart right now is the Jackery Explorer 290.
No, if I do anything, it's going to be the more expensive wind.
No, I mean I understand that, and it's got a 290 watt hour.
Mhm.
So it's not very big, I know, but it's something. Because I'm not sure, to be honest. As long as I could use it to, charge what I need to charge, that kind of thing. I'm not going to be running like a TV or anything like that, but charging my batteries for my phone, my battery packs, and my cameras is basically what I would use it for. And if you have, like I think you do, you have the microphones, cordless microphones and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. You would have to charge those as well, I believe, right?
Well, if I'm going to use them.
Now, can you use them with anything besides your cameras?
Yeah, I can use them on my phone.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of videos where I'm
Pain in the
using my
neck,
phone and my camera. I wasn't sure about that. Okay. Any suggestions on the Jackeries? I mean, I was looking at the Anchors, because I'm a big fan of Anchor batteries. I've never had any major issues with those for a long time. So I was thinking about getting one of theirs, but it's just a little bit more expensive than the standard Jackery or the EcoFlow or things like that. So I thought you had a power station, Blake, so that's why I was wondering.
All right.
I'm not sure what, I mean, I know that.
Current customers without power is now 7.
Well, someone's getting better. Someone got power back.
Yeah.
So if you had to use a power station, do you have any suggestions that you would recommend, Jason? Because Harbor Freight is one of the ones that had the one I just mentioned. That Predator one is from
Yeah,
Harbor Freight.
I have the Predator 9000, the gas generator.
Okay, I'm looking at the power stations, not the generators. But that's the one that came up.
Yeah, no, I would probably what's the one that you mentioned? Not the Blue Eddy, but the other one, not the Jackery.
EcoFlow.
EcoFlow. That's the system I would go with.
Okay, I forgot all about the other one you just mentioned.
Yeah,
not the Jackery, but was the first one you mentioned. The Blue Eddy. I forgot all about Blue Eddy.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to see because EcoFlow has got some really heavy duty ones, but they're like $2,000. I'm not paying that much.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, but you can build up on top of it. You don't have to get it all at one time.
Right.
Yeah, you can get a battery pack and then the inverter part of it. It gets you some hours, and then later on you can stack another battery on top of that. You can stack up to 5 batteries.
Wow. Well, EcoFlow's got some good ones and some not so good ones.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the price. You know, those batteries are a little on the pricey side.
Even the Ryobi's got their own version.
Yeah.
But they got an 1,800 watt one.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if I can have 100 amps available.
What about a Duracell 500 watt?
500 watt? That would barely do a CPAP machine.
Okay, I can understand using that as an example. Okay, I can't afford that one. The Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus. I cannot afford that one. That is a $1,800 power station. There's no way in the world I would be able to afford one of those.
No, the EcoFlow has a small little itty bitty generator, the gas generator.
I know. I've seen them. I'm not looking for
everybody else know. I'm letting everybody else know that it talks back and forth with the main unit. If the batteries drop below like 40%, you can set it for a certain amount, or it drops below a certain amount of batteries surplus. It'll kick on that little tiny generator and start charging the batteries, and you can still use your batteries while it's charging. They've got nice little firmware updates, and they actually download and everything else. So they're really good with their product, from what I understand.
Vivor's got one. It's a 296 watt hour, 300 watt.
Yeah, 300 watts is not a whole lot.
Okay, so
I mean that's like a fan and a light bulb.
Okay. Well, the thing is, that's the problem I've been trying to figure out. Because I mean, all these numbers, they say one thing, but I don't know what that converts to stuff I would use,
Yeah, so put it this way.
Closer to 1,000 better than...
all right, those little space heaters, those little itty-bitty ones that I had when we were camping. Okay? You remember the little one I had when we were camping?
Right.
That is 750 watts that it consumes.
Well, the thing is, I would never use one of those if I didn't have to, because I've got my Heat Buddy.
Yeah.
Which puts out a lot more heat than that.
But I'm just letting you know, that's a regular fan draws about 150 watts.
Okay, good to know. So that gives me a ballpark to look in, because, I mean,
that's a box fan, by the way.
Okay, I would use a smaller fan.
Yeah.
Because we actually have a portable heater that's doubles as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's about. I mean, it's a nice one. Ian,
What?
are you using the heater fan right now?
No, I'm currently fixing the light switch in the bathroom.
Oh, you need a light?
I got my phone light.
Okay, I was gonna lend you my flashlight.
Oh yeah, he's getting amped up now.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just thinking about something quick, easy, reliable, but not too over the top. Because I mean, if I'm doing like a small bushcraft camp, I would have my stuff, keep it in my truck if I needed to pull it out, charge my devices, that kind of thing. And if it has a solar option down the road, I can just buy the panels and then hook them up that way. So that's what I was thinking. And I know that some of them say you can put them in series.
Yes.
Increase them, kind of thing. So having that as an option down the
Where's your
road.
drill at?
Right over here. Give me a second.
Thank you.
You're lucky I knew where that was. Yeah. So brand wise, you guys say EcoFlow or Caterpillar or Bluetti.
EcoFlow. I would just go with the EcoFlow if you're going to do battery backup.
What do you think of the Vivor?
No, I'm going to go with the EcoFlow just because of the customer service.
Okay, that's another good thing. Okay, Walmart has EcoFlow.
Yes.
It's a EcoFlow portable power station Delta 2, 950 watt hours, 1800 watt.
Yeah.
They have other ones, but that's the only one they have in stock at the moment.
That's basically your 15 amps.
And that's 538 at Walmart. I mean, that would last me all night. Doing my gear and stuff. Or like Ian says, charging batteries for like the drill that he's got. You didn't charge it, did you, bud?
No, I didn't.
Go plug it in. The charger's in the back. Okay, for those people who are wondering what I'm showing off, I'm looking at this one here. The only reason I would go from Walmart because it's closer. There's a lot of Walmarts close by. If I need to talk to customer service, I can do that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would do
You won't be talking to Walmart customer service. You'll be talking to the EcoFlow customer service.
Okay.
Walmart just sells them.
$1K.
Yellow teal bears.
Huh?
Sounds like CR is getting some edibles. Or got into some edibles.
Let me see here. Location. I have no idea what that is. Let me check it. He might on the YouTube side of. Oh, he's got a power button thing. If you look on the YouTube side, you'll see it.
Yeah, but no, on this side, it looks like he found some edibles.
It does sound like that, doesn't it? I'm looking at both. So, yeah. Now, it's not too bad, but $500 is still quite a bit. But it's a long-term purchase. It's better than my little simple 26,800 milliamp, battery pack, which I carry with me for what I've been doing it normally. So, but that's
the Texas gardener guy is live. He's planting his peppers already.
I don't know anybody with that name, so I don't
he's in the Dallas area, or no, Houston area.
Oh, okay, so he's local to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a beacon. Almost thought you said bacon because of my dyslexia.
But Canadians don't have bacon.
They have bacon. You've heard of Canadian bacon, haven't you?
Yeah, that's an American thing that they called it.
It's ham. Just call it ham.
Yes, I know.
That's why I always had a trouble with pepperoni on and Canadian bacon on a pizza being called Hawaiian.
No.
Because Canadians in the name.
Nikki. We used to always tease Nikki about bacon.
Yeah.
She's up in is it Nova Scotia? I think, yeah, somewhere
Nova
like that.
Scotia's a whole different country.
Or Newfoundland. It was something over there, and we were always
Whole
teasing her
different country.
about Canadian bacon.
They're not Canadian.
Eat pork? I says yes.
But both those places are not Canadian.
No, they're Scandinavian.
But yeah, we can have fun.
Of descendant.
Now, I wouldn't mind going visiting Newfoundland and just say I've been there. But no,
I would go.
yeah, it's an island basically, isn't it?
Yes and no.
Well, I don't know. I've never been there. I'd have to look on the map.
First town I got to go to.
Huh?
The first town I got to go to is Dildo.
Why?
Because I'm not right. That's right.
I will agree. I'll accept that. I've met you in person. I know. P is okay. What is it? I wouldn't mind going to Truth or Consequences in New Mexico. Just because, why not? But I'm a firm believer in going to places that have been in movies, first and foremost.
I've been to Paris,
Paris, Texas?
California.
Paris Island?
Oh, Paris, California.
No, my dad's been to Paris Island.
Right by the Cajon Pass.
I've been to the Great Meteor Crater.
Been to Meteor Crater.
Did you go to the big one?
I went to the one in Arizona, yeah.
That thing is freaking huge.
No,
It is.
no, it's not. There's one bigger.
The Great Meteor Crater?
Yeah, there's a bigger meteor crater than that one.
Well, it's the biggest one I've ever been to. And it's been in a movie.
It's been as biggest one I've ever been to. But there's a lot bigger one that a lot of people don't realize.
I am sure about that. But
Gulf
it's the
of Mexico.
I've personally been to that's also been in a movie.
Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico is an impact crater site.
And I do believe Yellowstone is too.
No, that's volcanic.
Doesn't mean there haven't been meteors there.
Those are very good ones.
What caused the whole thing?
Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3.
Yes, I know it's a big caldera, hon. It's a caldera. I know that is, but what caused the
There's 5
caldera?
calderas in the U.S.
Huh?
I think there's 5 calderas in the U.S.
The main one is in Yellowstone, the biggest one.
No, there's 5. There's 3 of them in California.
I know, but they're not as big as Yellowstone.
They're pretty good size.
Yes, but they still don't beat Yellowstone. It's got a couple. Well, I'm not sure how big it is, but it's huge. That's all I know. If it goes, the whole United States is gone. I do know that. Pardon me, do you have Prince Albert in the can? I'm sorry.
Gotta let him out. Running out of air.
He said Prince Edward. I couldn't help myself, so I had to go that route. More dad jokes, I think, are in the future for my channel, Jason.
Yeah.
And I am a firm believer in dad jokes. So the worse they are, the means the better they are. If they make you groan, that's a good thing. So I think some of the best dad jokes I heard, a lady was telling them that she said she got them from her dad. So there's nothing wrong with that. That was I saw her, she was on TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember which. Could have been both for all I know. But he had some good ones. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now because I'm kind of brain fried. But I will. I already told you that I am going to try to do some more bushcraft videos, but the bow drill will not be a part of my repertoire because I don't believe in that one as much people put stock in it because I can't justify the calorie burn. And if it's conditions are wet, you're not going to do anything with a bow drill. Isn't that right, Jason?
Yep.
Now, a flint and steel, it's always going to spark.
Yeah, but if your product is still wet, it's still not going to light.
That's why you always put your tinder in a waterproof container.
And you hope you have enough to dry out the material you're trying to start on fire.
That's true. If you follow something like what Cody Lundin did in like Dual Survival, he would put a lot of the materials that he found inside his jacket or close to his body to help try to minimize the moisture as much as he could. Is that going to work? Probably not. Ian, what are you doing?
He's fixing the light switch.
But why does he need the drill?
I'm throwing the thing back in. I didn't want to do it by hand.
Oh, okay.
At least he's wearing gloves. I saw that.
It seems so. Oh, okay. So you're going to be doing a lot of sewing jokes and stuff like that? CR always does something, you know.
No, he's not sowing. He's sowing seeds.
He's sewing seams? Or sew it seams?
He's sowing seeds.
But are you going to plug those battery packs in?
Yes, that's how he replied.
But you got to put it in just right.
He's done.
Now, flint and steel fires I can do. Ferro rod fires I can do. I'm not sure about doing one with batteries and steel wool because a lot of people don't talk about those. Or potassium nitrate and glycerin, a little bit more dangerous if you feel you can want to go that route. Which one haven't you tried or do you want to try, Jason?
I don't know. I have lighters everywhere.
Well, lighters are easy. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that the one, if I was going to do something really extravagant and everything, you know, those little mini road flares that people get?
Yeah.
They look like pens. They go, and it shoots off a little mini flare. Everybody and their grandmothers have seen videos on those. My idea is probably going to be something simple because fireworks are legal here in Iowa. And I would probably try, oh man, I'm not sure if it can work, but maybe a Roman candle, if I can get it to work.
Sparkler.
Sparklers, I'm breaking up a sparkler.
Those things are hot.
Well, no, I mean, you could break off the material and use it as a fire starter.
Yeah.
Because those things, once they catch a spark, they will burn hot. So anything that's even mildly damp will definitely catch fire with one of those. And you get the giant ones, not the little teeny dinky ones. You get the big freaking long ones. And that's good idea on the sparklers. They do have the mini torch ones that are that look like paper and they're on the red sticks and stuff. Mm-hmm. That they do like mini torches, but those things are tissue paper and they catch a spark.
It's like a little. It's like a little fountain on a stick.
Right, and that's something you could consider too, is because go plug the battery in.
It's just keeping them dry.
Oh, okay. Put this out there on the back porch, bud, because I can't really use it right here. Put it underneath the sink if you have to. Now, like I said, I could pick up a couple of those things. Now, I don't know if these would work or not. The little snaps that you throw on the ground.
No. Unstable.
Okay, so that won't work.
What does G.I. Joe say? No, it is half bad.
They're too instant.
G.I. Joe here.
No, they're too instant.
Yeah. No, I think your idea about the little torch thing and the sparklers, but not the sparklers themselves, because you try to light it directly, you need a direct flame force for that. But
yeah, you can also use the ground flowers too.
Maybe, but you got to make sure you get the fuse lit on those.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuse lit. Then you gotta.
I was thinking about something you take a spark with a either a fill rod or even a broken lighter spark. You know,
Yeah.
as long as you got the spark, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but you gotta cover up real fast with a bunch of stuff to keep it still, so it'll burn the way you want it to burn.
Right.
You
But
don't
if you're
want it
using
to-
the big ones and you break it off of the rod into a big pile, that will burn really hot and really bright for a while. But like you said, you got to have your tinder bundle ready.
Oh yeah, those ground flowers will burn for 3 to 5 seconds,
Right.
and they burn
Well,
hot.
That's an idea, though. Alternative fire starting methods. I mean, I've actually got something. I'm not sure if you remember ever seeing
No,
this.
that's not blinking.
How about
Hold
these?
on.
Got to wait for the puppy. If anybody's seen using these for fire starters, these will definitely burn. Well, I mean, everybody can use the petroleum jelly and cotton balls, or even the wait, they're over here, I think. Because I think Jenny put one off to the side on that table.
All right, I'm back.
Hold on, I'll be right there.
I think we had a critter going underneath the house.
Oh, that little thing of the
A big critter this time.
makeup pads. Nothing's on this table right here.
No, I got some right here.
Sorry, just using this as an example. And well, I'll try to get this swept up before you get out of here, because it is a lot of salt on the floor. No, tennis balls, table tennis balls, ping pong balls, they burn like nobody's business.
Yeah, not safe to breathe.
Neither is a lot of the stuff you use for fire starting,
Yeah, I know.
but in a pinch, they'll work. But everybody knows about using these, the cotton rounds, and these things work really well in conjunction with wax.
Yeah, have you seen the guys that do the little fire starters using matches, with matches, a balloon, Vaseline, and cotton?
Okay,
Fire! Yeah, we got somebody's attention.
we got Cliff in the building.
Scooter, get off me!
If you want to come up, Cliff, links at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome. Hopefully, he's got power.
Well, no, it still says there's 7 customers without power.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and find out, aren't we? You can't assume that it's him.
He's not that lucky.
He's the one that got lucky. He's got power,
Oh, okay.
so he is the lucky. But no, I'm going to be trying to do various kind of things. One of the things I am going to be testing is the different types of fuel with my.
He needs the link.
The link's at the top of the chat.
He didn't pin it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
He did finally pin it? Okay.
Yeah, I've had it pinned since I got here.
Oh, let me go over here.
It's all the way to the top. Also, I
Mm,
send it to him on into the outdoor people thing on Instagram.
Yeah, no, it's not, because I can't get to it.
It's all the way to the top.
Yeah, I know.
No, you get that high.
Can't get that high.
Okay, I'll do it again. Jeez. Get off your high horse then there, Jason.
Yeah, just letting you know. I mean, I could barely see the bottom of it. Usually I can see the whole blue pin.
Down parallel line, apparently. It's the link is in the chat, so there you go. Now, like I said, I'm going to be doing my transient knockoff, the little cheesy one I picked up, that with the different types of fuels, from my alcohol stove, my regular alcohol, which is the denatured stuff that I normally use, or to my actual isopropyl alcohol, or the canned heat stuff. That's true, Cliff. That's definitely true.
So was it due to vehicle or wind?
Here he is.
There he is.
Almost.
Better late than never.
Well, tell that to the power company.
Right.
So, was it wind or was it car?
Don't know. All I
It
remember
was
is
an owl. It
when
was
earlier
squirrel, like homework. Cliff, I got a quick question for you. Your power station, what kind do you got?
Blue Eddy,
What size? I mean, when you
the
name
600 watt.
600 watt. How long would that last you?
So that's 240 watt hours. So it depends on what I plug into it.
Okay. What would you normally plug into it?
Power outage wise, the only thing I really need to plug into it is lights. But in all honesty, I've got so many freaking lights around here. I can.
No, I was figuring about what you brought with you last in 2023 at the gathering.
Yeah, I just brought that in. To be dead honest, I brought that, and where the hell did it go? I just had it. I moved it. I took that and this like set of rope lights I have.
Okay.
These.
By the way,
the
little solar lights that I got from you guys, we still use them on our front porch, and they still light up.
So it'll probably be what, the 15th?
It's okay, Doug. That happens.
Also, greetings everybody in the chat.
Happy New Year.
New Year's to happy all.
Slappy New Year.
What is it? Happy New to Deer.
Oh, that's to Ajax. He got a deer.
Ooh, nice.
It looks just like my deer target in the backyard. No, I'm going to try to do some more bushcraft style videos this year. I'm going to go to the local park far from here and doing some fire starting method. But I told everybody I am not doing bow drill.
Bow drill. Bow drill. Bow
Everybody
drill.
are going to be pleasantly disappointed because I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do other ones, but not that one. Because one of the things that we were talking when you weren't here is using alternative tinder starting style things like the sparkler stuff off sparklers.
Doesn't work as well as you think it does.
You've done it?
Numerous times.
So you broke them off of the sparkler rod and then tried to.
Oh yeah.
When
I was a kid, I used to do that. I used to break all that stuff off, collect it on a paper plate, and see what I could catch on fire.
What'd you use to try to ignite it?
Pine needles, grass.
No.
Paper. To ignite it?
Using like a
lighter.
I was thinking maybe like a
How fast does it go?
glass or a Fresnel lens, or maybe sparks from a ferro rod or flint and steel.
Won't do it.
How fast will it flash?
Oh, it burns. It's like magnesium. It burns. That's essentially what it is. It's compressed magnesium on there.
But you can it be done, or is it just hard to do?
You can start a fire with it, but you have to have a large, abundant amount, and you also have to have some really, really easy fire catch material. Like you can do it with cattails, but you have to remember that cattails flash burn. So if you don't have enough tinder to catch that flash burn in like a bird's nest or something, you've basically wasted your potential only means of starting a fire.
I was thinking about maybe with something like birch bark or something like that.
Yeah, if you do the like birch bark scraping and then maybe like cut a piece to do like a little birch bark cone.
That's what I was thinking.
Put it all in there and try it that way, then yeah, you might be able to get one pretty quick.
Another one we were thinking about is because we got fireworks are illegal here in Iowa, which is nice, but the little I call them little torches because they're little, they're on a stick and you light the end of the stick and it goes like a little blowtorch.
Yeah, okay, I've seen those.
And the thing is,
like a cone on a stick.
It's a what?
It's like a cone on a stick. Like a fountain.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's the outer paper is like tissue paper, so that should take a spark fairly well. Should doesn't mean it will. Should
take a spark, but again, sparks aren't necessarily considered flame, which a lot of those things you have to light with an actual flame. You can light them with like punk wood, something that has like a steady heat source. But
I know a lot of people use
spark is not easy.
Cigarettes and stuff like that, but
yeah,
cigars are common actually.
Yeah, because I was telling them about the ground flowers because you got 3 to 5 seconds of burn.
But you
And
still
if
got to do a lot of bit of
yeah,
flame, though.
spinning.
That's what I would worry about.
Yeah, you keep it locked down without it spinning. You can put some grass on top of there. It's gonna go.
You
But
can break
I was
them in
thinking
half
probably
and
to
do
do
it
with
that
the
way.
spark, though, mainly, or even if you could do it during the sun time when the sun's up, still use a magnifying lens or a Fresnel lens.
You can use a magnifying lens to light the fuse and the like gunpowder, but again, stuff like that usually runs. It's a flash burn, so if it's not contained, it will burn mad fast.
Okay, so the tinder bundle is everything in that case.
Yes.
Yeah, when it comes to lighting with gunpowder, if your tinder bundle is not set right, you have wasted time with whatever gunpowder setup you had, and you have to start all over again. And if that happened to be, say, you're using a bullet to try to light your fire, and that was the last bullet you had, at that moment in time, you are now SOL.
Right. Well, I've seen people do this with ping pong balls.
You can, but like Jason said earlier, those things burn ridiculously fast.
That's the whole point. I mean, but the thing is, that's more of like a flash burn, but it'll help get your tinder. That if it's mildly damp, it would help get it ignited. So what I was thinking. But we do have, you probably use these yourself, little cotton rounds with some little bit of wax and stuff on here.
That's why what's really funny is when I was cleaning the top of my dresser, I happened to find one on the shelf that I had cut in half probably like 2 years ago. Maybe 3. It's been sitting up there for so long, the thing was actually covered in dust.
It still probably would work.
Oh, yeah, I just crumpled up one corner of it, like literally like a quarter of an inch and of 1/4, fluffed it up, and we actually used that the other day to light the fire in the house.
That's cool.
So far, Doug, it's going pretty decent. I'm on, day 2? And I am one notch happier than I was 4 days ago because I now have 2 citrus plants popping out of their little planters.
Well, congratulations on that one, Cliff. Which ones?
Mexican limes.
Okay.
I planted 6 of those things. One of them, the one I was telling about the other day, and I checked on it last night. I went out there last night and I was checking on all my stuff before I crashed. Nothing was popped out of that container. Went back there and checked them on. Went and checked everything today, and I saw that in there. Actually, it wasn't even there this morning. So it like barely breached the surface within like a 7-hour period. So now I have 2 of them. Also planted potatoes.
Well, once my knee's fixed, I'm going to be trying to do more videos this year about being outside, because one thing I learned since I've been hurt, it's stuck. It really sucks being stuck indoors. It does. I mean, I do some things, but I can't do anything with any.
Cabin fever.
It is definitely that. But I mean, I couldn't go hunting. I could not go. I could do limited on the fishing as long as I'm standing in one spot. Could never go backpacking, which really sucked. My camping, I mean, barely camped this last year. Even then, it was tough. But I had to be on level ground and all that stuff. It was great that I got to hang out with Dan and everything, but I got to be able to move. That's my biggest thing, not being able to keep up with Ian or anything like that.
I know Colin doesn't like removing comments for like 20 minutes. And what the heck happened? What's up with the giant StreamYard logo on the top?
That is the new thing from StreamYard. That's what they're doing now. I didn't put it there. They did.
That's aggravating.
Oh, you better believe it is. I wish I could take it off, but I can't.
You can for the low price of $49.99.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how you do that, but I'm not sure how.
For the low price of $49.99.
Let me see here.
Day 2, no tofu.
Yeah.
Tofu's gross. I'm on day, let's see, I'm on day like 30,000 without tofu. So
Yeah. I know. That's my joke for the New Year's. Everyone goes, "What's your New Year's resolution?" And that's what popped up into my head. No tofu. So I'm gonna run with the joke.
I have no idea how to change that.
No tofu. You probably the only way to change that again, like I said, is low price of $49.99 per month.
Right. So I'm
God,
like,
I hope that doesn't show up on mine on Saturday. That'll piss me off.
well, one of the things, I got a free week or so for StreamYard for free. So this is what popped up. I mean, I don't mind if it's like down in the corner, like the one at,
Yeah, that one down there, I don't mind. Even if that was
this one
top,
here, I
that
don't like.
wouldn't be a problem.
Like I said, that's
Thing is,
what
it used to be an option. Now it's not even an option. At least I don't think it is.
What's the one that Steve uses? Steve uses. Go over here real quick. Do-whoppy.
Nope, that's not it.
Excuse me.
So yeah, while we had no power, I was playing with the power box with my battery backup and having fun with it. Ooh, that's terrible.
Oh, AR Patriot is live right now. He's finally going live again.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something different, but I can't.
Just for random sheeps and camels, does anybody know what AR actually stands for?
Armor light.
Armed
It's
round.
not an assault rifle. That's for damn sure.
No, it's not
Armed
assault rifle.
I have no idea.
It's armor light.
Technically, I believe it has two meanings. One is augmented rail, which you can do with that one, but it's armor light railing or some shit like that. It's weird. I found that out years ago. I was one of those that always assumed that AR stood for assault rifle.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't figure it out.
It's amazing what the media will do. To create-
Okay, when you go to Pro, that stuff would be gone. This is the the small general one.
I just basically, I have a free version. I didn't have that last week.
Well, like I said, I got a free 2-week thing. I figured I'd give it a shot because I was out of time, so I figured why not. But I got a whole new 20 hours now, so I'm going to use that. Oh, that's an idea.
It was attacked by Indians, and it got taken off.
Give me a second. I'm going to try something.
Yellow River. Doesn't look all that yellow to me, but
I'm trying something. Bear with me here.
that target's seen better days.
I've shot that one up.
Steve is using Restream.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Restream is just like the original StreamYard.
Interesting.
Just like the original.
Okay, I can't figure that one. See if I can do one. No, I don't think I have anything I can do.
Apparently, I have a lot of channels with a lot of blue dots on them.
I'm trying to get rid of that.
That just means they've recently put out a video.
I know.
No, you should see my list, Jason. I can scroll down and still not run out of blue dots.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I got 200 and something of them.
Yeah, I was at 230 at one point, and I started deleting some. And then freaking the one guy that I used to follow ages ago decides that, yeah, hey, normal view.
There we go. Got it. It took me a while to figure it out, but I got it.
Crackers.
It took me a while to get rid of that crap. There was something that was on that little stuff on the far right of your screen.
I didn't mind the one down on the bottom. I mean, though having that down there is kind of repetitive because we already know you're live. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
They got like that one up there in the corner like that, But
yeah, that one's not a problem. That one don't bother me.
No, the way it was is that it's one of those StreamYard overlays. So I'm deleting that one altogether. So
Yes,
that
I'm
one's
back in the
gone.
living room.
Oh, we're back to this one.
Yeah, back to the living room. Yes.
You're missing the picture.
Mhm.
I've got it on mine. I don't know what's going on with that, and I got to figure that out. Give me a second here. I'm trying to figure things
Jason
out
did
again.
that on his own, to his own. I would do a green screen on my side, but the problem is I have to start literally right behind my chair.
Oh, I like that one.
You like this one?
Oh, I can't. Jason, are you running? How fast are you running, bro?
He's the Flash.
No,
You didn't know?
that means I can leave the curtains open.
He's currently cruising at Mach Jesus.
I've gone plaid.
You
You were waiting for that one?
The funny thing is I made that joke the other day too. On something. Oh, can never go wrong. She went from suck to blow.
I'm going to see if I can find some other pictures I could use the backgrounds.
Well, no, the other day I got everybody at work at the morning meeting.
What'd you do?
Yeah, anybody got anything to say? I raised my hand real nice and slow.
You can't really tell, but that's our gathering one right there behind us.
And Jesse goes, "What?" I says, "Did you hear about the chicken crossing the road?" And he goes, "No." What? And he goes, "He didn't make it." half of everybody just started laughing.
Well, I bet.
And anybody who wore the camouflage vest just about fell over laughing.
Oh, here's a good one.
Jesse swears I was in the military
Do you know why the turkey crossed the road?
because the chicken did.
Because to prove it to the chicken that it can be done.
Because it was attached to the chicken.
With the duck.
Change the background again.
Doug over here talking lean deer right, lean deer right, lean deer left. Lean deer
But I got
left.
that all. I'm happy about that. That one thing was just annoying as all get out.
You notice he didn't take care of it until I said something.
Well, I was trying to figure. I never thought I could. Yeah, I didn't know how it happened. It just sort of showed up. I didn't put it on there.
Oh no,
but I deleted it.
I saw that.
By the way, Colin, I am now in the same boat you are with the water bottle.
Why is that?
Hungry.
Yeah. What happened?
Went to take a drink out of work on Saturday, and I had to cut the thing off my thing separated. Like, it just broke off from there.
That's what happened to mine. But mine broke on the other end.
Yeah, yours broke on the small end. Mine straight separated from the ring.
Yeah. So.
And I found out these are not snapped on. By the way, taking a closer look at them,
I thought they would be, but they're not.
They're pressed and they're heat glued on there, so they're actually permanently molded to the top lip of this thing.
Oh,
If they were replaceable, that would be awesome, but they're not.
The lids are replaceable. You have to
No,
spend
the little
$4.99 on
part you were just talking about, the one that's heat pressed on.
yeah,
Oh,
That
yeah.
part should have been, that's why I kept on trying to pop mine off, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine because I can see kind of under it since my lid's not flat. It's actually bowed out. It's, they're heat pressed on there, so they heat and glue it at the same time. Or I
Right.
guess it's thermally glued on there, however they want to do it.
welded, thermally welded.
Yeah. Plastic bond, essentially. So I'm going to fix mine once I find my freaking paracord the cord that I need. I'm going to use microcord and fix it. I'm going to make myself a microcord bracelet for it.
Bet you could do that with probably, actually, with stuff like this, Cliff. This is the serving string. Braided a little bit.
Yeah, you can probably do it with that.
Just get some sinew. You'll be fine.
But I'm going to do
Got that
microcord
too.
because I think I have an orange I think I have orange microcord somewhere, so I'm gonna do it that. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Right to
That's
the
what's
left.
different.
Yes.
No, I'm looking at my target, and the white card is missing.
Trying to find my glow in the dark Nalgene bottle, but I can't remember what I did with it. Ugh, I did find my 48-ounce one, but oh, there it is. I still got this one, Cliff. The glow in the dark one. I still haven't been able to use my O-Light to start this thing and make a little smiley face on it because it's glow in the dark. Not intense enough.
The OLED doesn't have it, no bull BS.
Well, I just got my basic one, right? But when I do it, I mean, if I hold it there and hold it there and hold it there, it'll make a dot. By the time I do the rest of them, it kind of fades. You know what I mean?
That's why you
This
need
was not
UV light.
private-
Don't use a flashlight. You got to use a UV light.
I don't have a UV light.
Yeah, they're not. They sell them at Home Depot for what? Home Depot and Lowe's. They sell them for like $28, something like that.
I was thinking about getting one for like looking for like uranium glass and stuff like that. And some rocks, like over in Michigan, on the shores of Michigan, they glow. So
I think Toast makes UV lights.
I don't have a blue light, and it's not a blue light special either.
Yeah, you can get a LED UV light from Coast for like $15.
Okay. Well, where's Coast?
No, it's the name of a company.
Oh, okay.
It's Coast Flashlights.
Okay, I've never heard of them. So
They're the one of the secondary off brands, kind of that they sell at like Home Depot and Lowe's.
oh, okay. I mean, there's Lowe's are easier to find me to find, but they just don't have one here in Newton at the moment. The only new store we have here is an Aldi's, which they
Do
just
sell
opened up
nuts?
this month. But the one thing I like about these right here, and because I could the water filters that you and I have will fit these bottles. They have the caps that fit those.
No, I'm not at CC's.
Though they do, I've been seeing some TikTok videos about some water filters that look like life straws, but they fit actual regular water bottles, not just the smart bottles. But I have no information about how well they actually work. Because I'm not sure
See if
about.
Aldi sells anything that's worth Aldi's gear.
I stopped using Aldi's because Jenny likes it. I'm not a fan. It's a grocery store chain, Cecilia. Hey, Chuck, how you
If
doing?
it's anything more than just a grocery store, or if it's just a grocery store and it looks like
It's one of the
just
ones that you still have to use a quarter to get a.
shopping cart.
Yep,
Cool.
and you got to bring your own grocery bags.
Yeah, a lot of stores are trying to do that. Didn't last very long.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
At least yours didn't explode. Hey, Tuck, how's it going?
Now, let's see here. Let's see. I've got 2 water filters now. I've got the Kaiden, like yours and mine, and I've got the Sawyer Mini. I'm not sure what else, and Jenny's got her filtration bottle, but hers is the one that does the radiation stuff. So you got your blue light on.
Purple light. And now all I see is purple. Just kidding.
Now, I mean, remember when the old military flashlights had all the different lenses you can put on there?
Yeah, the
Oh, those freaking
green.
yeah! But you had to always take one lens out to put the other lens in, and
Yeah, but the thing is, you could get yourself your red lens, you can get your blue lens, you can get white
green
lens.
yeah, but those. I mean, in all honesty, those really didn't do anything other than like turn the light slightly a different color.
Yeah, it was harder to see at a longer distance.
Well, the thing is, when you have your night vision goggles on, the red lens was just like shining like a laser at night. You could see it for a long ways off. Ian's got a couple somewhere. I just don't know where, because he collects that kind of stuff.
I want night vision with built-in infrared.
They do.
It's pricey.
Yeah, you gonna be able to see for
With a built-in
miles in the
recorder
dark.
and crosshairs.
CR, please get to the point, please. Or is he trying to make a point?
No, I think he's letting us know that he's on his period.
Oh, really? Is that how it is? Okay. Oh, you didn't get to see it, Cliff. I'm going to show you something. I opened up a couple of those.
No, you left him speechless. End of sentence.
Okay, Cliff, I'm not sure if you've seen these or not. Have you seen these at the stores anywhere?
No, because I don't really go shopping in the toy aisle.
No, this one was not in the toy aisle. This was actually at the loony bin where we usually go finding the denatured alcohol that I like to use. These were on sale at the loony bin, and Jenny gave me 2, and Ian got 2. I got a necromancer and this guy, who was a vampire of some kind. You even got a little rat friend. Oh, there's a slap a rat thing there, Jason. There's a rat.
Slap a rat, yeah.
There, slapping him. So, if I want to slap a rat, I got a rat to slap right there.
Sorry, added an extra H on that one. CR wants a HUD.
Are you trying to say would it be nice or?
No, I added an extra H in that.
Didn't Chevy make a vehicle that had it up for like 2 years? And it was too much of a distraction, so they pulled that design out of the vehicle.
Is that the one that's shined on the inside of the windshield?
Yeah.
I've heard about that. I'm not sure.
If anybody's ever played Fallout, you'll know what HUD is.
Yeah.
That was the truck that did that. I'm not sure.
I think
that would be annoying, constantly having to see all of that. You're trying to look in the corner, and you look up that way, and that's displayed.
No, it was straight in front of your face.
I actually seen something a girl designed something similar to that. She put a GoPro outside her mom's SUV, because on certain SUVs that the part where that comes down for the front there, it's kind of like a white spot where the windows come down there.
Yeah.
She did a GoPro or something like that and a projector on the inside that projected what the outside seen. So when you look that way, you see everything on that side, not just the little pieces that are blind spots.
Yeah, so essentially a backup camera for blind spots.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not showing on a little screen. It's actually hitting the areas, then they see the whole thing in one big piece.
No, they've been using the HUD since the 1940s, actually 1930s.
Is that what they used in the movie, that helicopter movie with Nicolas Cage?
No, that was a eyepiece. The HUD's is a heads-up display. That's what the pilot sees in front of them.
Heads up display.
Essentially, VR is HUD.
Yeah.
So the things that Ian's using with his
Oculus.
Yeah, his Oculus is technically a HUD.
Yeah.
Firebirds, yes, that's the one. That's the one. Or they did that with Firefox or whatever, the one that they did with
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. He had to speak Russian in order to get when he stole that plane. He had to think in Russian.
So sweatpants, or sorry, tracksuit, cigarettes, and vodka.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jason knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's the Russian
Iron
standard.
Man has a HUD. Yeah, his is a heads-up display. I think Batman would too. I would think.
No, but that little windshield inside the windshield you see of the aircraft, that's a HUD.
Okay. Firefox. Yep, that's the one. That's a good movie, by the way. Now, that's a little bit too much, outside of what normal people can do. So,
Yeah.
now I'm just thinking about, the different things I plan on doing this year. You got any big plans besides growing more fruit trees, Cliff?
Setting up my greenhouse and just working on trying to do my space more. I've been working on a few things.
They get more efficient?
Trying to see if I can. I need to start. What I need to do is I need to learn to grow in stages. Like 4 years, I've been growing everything all at once, and then when I run out, then I plant again. I need to learn to grow in stages. So every like 2 weeks, plant something the same thing, but in like a different spot. And just
So
keep
that way
going.
you have a
They have
constant supply going at all
constant
times.
cycle of food instead of everything being ready all at the exact same time.
Okay. CR, we understand.
Cool beans, CR. Cool beans.
Always out here at 10 o'clock his time. Or no, wait. Not, please.
It's not 10 o'clock. It's like it'd be 8 o'clock.
I was thinking Cecilia, but it's the other way around.
Yeah, me and CR have the same time zone.
I know it's almost 9 o'clock. here.
R19 version? What? Explains Doug?
HUD.
I'm not.
The HUD is that's probably what the HUD was called, R19 version.
Oh,
Or
he got
which is-
he purchased a high definition infrared night vision binoculars for $88.
Oh, for $58.
Yeah.
Huh, don't know. Never even heard of them. I want like military grade thermal night vision goggles.
Uh-huh.
GovX might have some.
Yeah, for a low price of like $3,000.
No, you can get them cheaper than that. GovX can get a lot of cheap stuff. But the only problem is you actually have to be prior service. That really the big way of getting into that. But I can. I've got a member. I got an account there. But it looks like Cecilia might be out of here that time too, because you never know. I'm glad she's still here though.
You know what? I should have probably brought in my. Let's try that again.
So what?
There we go. Wow, they got jack squat for night vision goggles.
GovX?
Yeah, they got monoculars, green dot, and yeah, they really don't have jack squat on GovX for night vision goggles. They have the Equinox Z2 night vision monocular, and that's it.
Hey, Cliff, did I tell you how much Gurney's wants for a Mr. Lincoln high bed tea rose tree that's 36 inches tall?
Yeah, wasn't it like $140 something?
$119.99.
Yeah, I remember hearing you talking about that.
And what do I have in my yard?
Hey,
I'm gonna be growing some rose trees.
yeah, didn't you say you finally figured out what kind of rose bush you have, and it's one of the expensive kind of roses?
It is a Lincoln.
Evening, Ragnar.
How you doing?
Hey Ragnar.
Ragnar, how you doing? And Took. So yeah. So I am going to be doing rose cuttings this upcoming spring.
I don't know if how much I could be doing anything yet. So
I'd have 2 broken legs. I'd still be out there trying to garden. Against everybody's better
Judgment.
Yeah, better judgment. I'm still gonna be out there. No, ain't gonna stop me, unless both of my legs fall off.
Then we'll just call you Stumpy.
No, call me Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
He ain't got no legs.
Got his magic legs.
I'd be like, there's one guy I run across on Instagram. He's a double amputee, and he's got little stubber feet.
Oh, him and his buddies are funny.
Yeah. He did the stubbies with the cowboy suit, and he was all ka-chow, wha-bam, wha-bing, and he was all doing the cowboy motion. I'm sitting there dying because he was.
I know. He's
Did
funny.
you see their hiking trip?
Oh,
They hiked up a mountain, and everybody keeps on asking, "Did you lose his legs in the military?" He was not military.
Nope, you lost him when he was young. Car accident.
Car accident.
What? It wasn't a combine accident?
No,
I have no idea. Oh, they have binoculars there, Cliff.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is the Z2 something binoculars, but I didn't get a price on them.
$65.99.
Was that on Temu?
No,
Where?
GovX.
Mm.
It's for prior service and other, military government.
Find that
issue
shit on Amazon. Where's my Amazon page?
Ooh, Amazon.
Yeah, it's starting to. I'm about tempted to delete my account because
They have a Spark 2 red dot scope. If anybody's interested in that.
I can't even spell in here. Jesus Christ!
No, there's nothing wrong with the Country Life scopes. I like those.
Ooh, night vision goggles, head-mounted night vision binoculars, compatible with military tactical helmet for $180.
What
That's
channel? What site?
Google, Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Honey, guess what I want for my birthday? No.
Well, it's either that or the Night Fox Swift 2 Pro night vision goggles, head-mounted magnification, or 1x magnification, 1080p USB rechargeable for $200.
It sure beats lugging around that big old giant scope in that rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason, you could always just lug around the scope without the rifle.
No, it takes it off of zero.
Gotcha.
I mean, one little bump, you miss that one little ABA thing, you can knock it off quite a bit.
Oh, wow.
Night Fox has one that is actually designed to mount onto your headset for your GoPro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. USB Swift 2, Night Fox Swift USB rechargeable night vision goggle, head-mounted wide viewing, and the connection point looks like it's even with the other one that I was looking at, the 179 one, but this one's 149. But it looks like it'll attach to the headset for a GoPro headset mounted the GoPro headset mount. Jesus,
Put that link in so I can see it.
I'll just give the whole page link so you guys can look at that if you're curious. Scroll down and do whatever you want on there.
I'll be up to 2 a.m. looking at that stuff.
Hey, that's actually short weight. Yeah, still. Ooh, I don't know about that date on that one there, Doug. That one seems very sketchy.
Which one is it? The Night Fox?
Yeah, I was looking at the Night Fox Swift. There's the Swift 2 Pro, but that one's that one's got the kind of GoPro style mount on there too.
Could you mount your GoPro on that head?
Yeah, the mount is the GoPro head mount.
That doesn't look like mine. I've got one. I've never looked at one like that.
But I don't know. That might be interesting. I might have to buy it.
That's a binocular style.
Yeah,
Looks
like I
like.
said, but I want one that's going to record too.
Why?
Because you want it to record.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You do if you find Bigfoot out in the middle of nowhere.
Do you really want people to understand what you've been looking at?
Oh, yeah, especially when I get that kill shot. From a
The thing is,
second.
there's no way you can probably aim with it on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, one person holds it and records while I got the rifle.
That's different, though.
Yeah.
I thought you said as you're wearing it. You can't really do much while you're wearing it.
Oh, here we go. I found the expensive ones. I knew they would be on here somewhere.
Yeah, $899.
Yep, the NVG 2K digitals.
Yep, I'm looking right at it right now.
Yeah. I knew those things weren't going to be like for that. That's like tactical
That's-
quality right there.
That's without the helmet or anything else.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't mind having the can cover, but at the same time, that can cover is probably Kevlar, and that's probably just as expensive, if not more expensive, than the night vision.
I tell you what, it'll be
Probably.
nice and warm in the winter.
No,
They have a one leaf one.
You can also, I've heard not so good things about the one leaf. It's great as a monocular all by itself, just for scanning. You know, and that's about all it's good for.
Oh, here we go. Night vision goggle. It's $80, but it does have a 32 gigabyte memory card.
Cliff, how expensive are you thinking? Because I just did a high to low on those night vision. They have one for 17,000.
Keep going.
That is the highest one.
No, they got a scope that's $27,000.
This is not. I'm not talking scope.
Yeah,
This is a full over the both eyes at the same time.
that's the 4K in color, isn't it?
Huh?
That's the 4K in color.
I'm looking.
I already know just by the way you described it.
It's a Curie, CKOURY.
Yes,
Night vision goggles, adult.
You
But
can-
it's 17,272.
Scooter quiet.
Scooter.
I'm
The
serious.
third generation military night vision.
Yeah, everything's in color. It's real creepy for night vision.
Well, you have to see what you're looking at. At least you'll understand it.
Yeah, I mean you can literally pick everything out.
It's waterproof and dustproof, which is nice.
Yeah, I found those ones. Page 4.
Expensive as all get out, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm not paying
you don't need a
$1,000
light.
ones.
You don't need a light source with it. It's just the ambient light from the stars is enough for it to see.
Is
You
the
don't
mouse over there or is the daughter home?
No, he's just barking just to be Scooter.
Really expensive ones, which I just don't get. If I can't use them with my glasses, then there's no point.
Now I know more or less a price range for good night vision. Oh, I found one for 14,000.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
No, that one was like on the next page over.
No, I did a high low of all those, Cliff. That's why I got it. 14,138.
No, 14, 131, 14. The ATN VGO PS31 14 HFWs. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful.
I can't even pronounce the brand name because I think it's in because it goes SFJ HD FHUIED, whatever it is. It's in a different language. A lot of gibberish. But it's 14. Not talking to you about
Gitterbish.
it is gibberish.
7,000.
But I do see something that Jason might want.
What's that?
A Kestrel 5700 ballistics weather meter with link.
Mm,
We can officially call you the weatherman,
yes and no.
but you'll be the weatherman officially. It's a portable weather station.
It is. I know what it is.
I kind of figured you did.
It's a ballistics calculator for current weather.
Yep, $449.
Nice little unit, though.
It's got a little wind meter on there and everything.
It does dew point, the whole works. Barometric pressure.
I bet that would be really good for calculating your shots for long distance shots too.
That's what it is exactly for.
Oh, they got one with. They even got the mounts with it. They're showing the mounts underneath with all the other stuff too. And they come in different colors. I don't need anything like that. You might, not me.
Still be decent to have night vision goggles. I'll wait till night, Cecilia.
Nice,
Not
Cecilia.
Cecilia. The CR probably snuck out of us at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he probably stepped out without even saying nothing. But yeah, Doug, let me know how those night vision goggles work for $60.
Yeah, do a video on it.
I'm rather curious to see if $60 night vision goggles are worth it.
Okay, I'm going to show you something, you
I
guys.
can drive with the lights off on my truck and go anywhere I want and not get whacked. Well, not run into anything. Whether or not I get hit from behind is a whole nother banana.
Check this out, Cliff.
Fire whistle?
It's called what is it called?
That's a survival whistle.
They call it a Pocket Survival EDC Fire Starting Tool by Trixie and Milo. It's on GovX, $14.99 with code. Or
Yeah, it looks like the front end of it's a glass breaker. Yeah, that's a steel tip breaker, ferro rod, and a whistle.
yeah, there it is.
Come on, Scooter.
A tungsten glass breaker.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I've seen worse.
Well, it says cotton, something kindling, the whistle.
Cotton bat and kindling. Striker, whistle, ferro rod.
Yeah, if that striker was just a few millimeters longer and flat, it would be so much better.
I was just going on there under the camping hunting section of the GovX, and this is what came up. There's another one called a Nano Striker.
I haven't. That's what I carry on me is the Nano.
Oh, this thing here looks nasty.
That there is a joke, is what that is.
That's what I meant. It's like, why would you want it?
It's a multi-helper. That's not a multi-helper. That's one of those stupid AI-generated pieces of garbage that they threw on there to see if anyone was dumb enough to buy it.
Probably. Now, the GPS, handheld GPS, I can understand. You know, something like this or this one.
Yeah, those Garmin's, that's usually what they are. Most of the time, that's Garmin's the one that makes them.
I was going on.
Sig Sauer makes one as well.
Garmin's a lot of these, so. Because one of the things I was doing is just looking at the sports and outdoor stuff and under the hiking camping.
I really actually said MMA. That's funny.
This is everything under the hiking camping section. So you will find cool lights in here somewhere.
Scroll back up to the top of that page. Yep, those are the first two flashlights on the top screen. Those are Olights.
Yeah, right there it says Olight.
Yeah, that's the Olight
Arcfield and the Seeker.
Pro, and then the other one's the Arcfield.
I said that. Arcfield Pro and the Seeker 4 Pro.
There we go. Check out that one. If I can afford that scope, I would.
Well, that one's a little bit easier to see through than the other ones I was looking at.
Yeah.
If you win the Powerball, go right ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the quality. That's actually, that doesn't even have a screw-on closure. That's a magnetic closure. Two little mini neodymium magnets to keep that lens clean. Which I'm assuming they have an O-ring gasket slide, or at least an O-ring on the inside of the flap. I love the fact that that thing's on springs, so there is no chance of dislodging any of the internal organs.
Here's another Olight, Cliff.
No, he's looking at that scope.
Oh.
The video of what that scope does says it all.
Oh, wow, that's actually out of Oklahoma?
Yes.
Huh? And they're available. But who's going to drop 17 grand on a scope?
That would be
I would do it.
Jason.
If I had a funds for it,
I'm sure he would.
Yeah, if I had the disposable funds for it, yes, I would.
That second image of that pig in the field, man, that thing is crisp.
And clear.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what you get with a $17,000, almost $18,000 scope.
Yeah, and it is so clear, it is ridiculous. I mean, you can see the details in the
You
grass.
can buy a car for that.
Yeah, I know you can buy a cheap car for that. Yes,
You can drive a
an
good
expensive
camper
used
for
car
that.
with it.
Oh, I'm actually disappointed. There is no O-ring on that lid.
Hmm.
Would think for 17, almost 18K, they'd put at least a thin O-ring on there so it, conceals it with at least not getting no dust in the lens.
Yeah,
Because I'm looking at the picture with it open. There's the two reverse magnets or metal pieces, but there's no O-ring. Oh, you know what? No, that's not even an O-ring either, because that's the screw top to keep the lens in place. But who's got a screwdriver that wide?
Electrician?
No, not at 75 millimeters.
Yeah.
That's like 4.5, 5 inches.
yeah, that's a big front lens. I mean, it lets in a lot of light for a camera.
Yeah.
See the little shock absorbers there on the bottom?
Yeah, the springs, the shock springs.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, you ain't dislodging that. You ain't killing the internals on that.
no, the reason why it has it on springs is to keep the shock down, so you can keep the camera on your
Target.
trying to film. Yeah,
This is my tent. My new copper spur.
but like I said, the video is just crazy clear.
Why did it scroll back all the way up like that? That sucked.
Yeah, that is a
And it does thermal too.
nice scope for 18K.
I mean, even with the ATN, it's got to be close for you to actually physically identify what you are looking at.
So,
This one here, you know what you're looking at 200, 300 yards.
okay, optimal. What firearm would you use this on?
If I had a good, probably the Impact,
The what?
the FX Impact in 35 cal
I don't know what that is.
air gun.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. You got to dumb it down for me, please.
Anything that has the word FX on it when Jason's talking about it will be an air gun.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't. He says a bunch of stuff, and it just
Yeah.
goes
No,
over my head because I'm not into that kind of thing.
You do it to me too.
I do it to Molly too. So
At least I'm asking you to dumb it down.
yeah.
Oh, there's my flashlight.
Yeah, now you know how expensive that flashlight is.
$24.99 on GovX,
Yeah. About the same price on Olight.
but not on Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, but Amazon's not going to give you the 5-year manufacturer warranty
Probably not.
or unlimited free. Well, actually, technically, I have unlimited free returns only because I've spent a couple $1,000s on flashlights.
Oh, I bet. Oh. Okay, is this a good? Let me know if this is a good deal for from a solo.
Not bad, I would say. I don't know if that's how thin that stainless is, though. That's the only thing.
Well, that's why you're gonna. That's right. There's the sizes.
Yeah, 2 liter, 1.5 liter, and 1 liter.
There's probably more information on the pictures. Let me give you a second here. Well, that gives you how tall the sizes are and how much it weighs.
All that plate really is just a lid for 3 different containers. That's running on a solo stove or a buddy stove.
Like what
No,
I
that's original Bush Buddy, it looks like.
yeah.
All right, see you in a bit, Tuck. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Well, welcome. Hurry back. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. I mean,
That's a solo stove kind of deal because it says on the bottom, solo stove ships all individual items separately.
yeah. Jenny's got something similar to that.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's a solo stove because that didn't look like a solo stove.
The one thing about it, when I go out of this screen, I end up having to scroll back down to where I was. It takes a bit. As soon as I see my flashlight, then I'll know where I'm at.
You had a long ways to go. There you go. You're about where you were.
Somewhere in there. Some of these I've never heard of, but
Almost everything I'm seeing so far, I've either seen somewhere else on a different site or know exactly what it is. It's kind of sad.
right.
I've seen most of these flashlights.
Skylight. I'm almost there.
Find it funny that they still have mag lights on this site.
These are it's like government seized and some other stuff like that. You never know what you're going to find on here. I could, separate down into different categories, but I couldn't make up my mind which category to look at. So I went on with the whole thing. So I had to look at everything. An outpost. Okay.
Oh, honey, Twisted Steel passed away.
Who did?
Twisted Steel. The famous PBR legendary bull.
No.
Hope
You
at
know
least
about
they ate 'em.
Linda Lavin passing away, right?
Who?
Linda Lavin?
Yeah.
You heard about her passing away, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Alice,
Who?
the TV show back in the day. They had
And the
Flo
original-
on there and a whole bunch of
And the original Catwoman?
No, she was not the original Catwoman.
No,
And the original.
Which one?
and the original Catwoman from TV.
Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, I think so.
No, Eartha Kitt's been a while. She's been gone for a while.
Probably.
Lee Meriwether or Julie Newmar. Those are the three that were on.
Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
But that's my tent right there. Yeah, that's all the whole thing. So, yeah, I guess you could just look at. There's, you don't know what you're going to find on that place because they got tons of everything.
Jason from King of Bling has been putting out a lot of videos too lately.
No, I've actually seen trucks and Deuce and Half and stuff like that on that site before, like used military vehicles and things. Though I don't think they're going to put a tank on there, but who knows? Ugh.
Ooh, Mountain House got sales.
Cliff, did I tell you that I got my Fletcher up and fixed together?
The weird thing I asked you about on
Yep.
Wednesday that I didn't know what the heck
Oh,
it was because you just brought it up and showed it on screen and didn't tell anybody what it was.
yeah. I actually I'm really proud of that one because the instructions in the book that they gave me does not tell you how to put it together. I had to go to look on somewhere on YouTube to find it, and it didn't even have sound, just a picture of somebody putting it together. So just like silent movie of me trying to match up the picture in
Sounds
reverse.
fun. Shit.
What was that?
It sounds fun.
I'm
Trying to
actually
figure out how to put it
still
together.
going. I'm probably going to go for another 15 minutes. Then I'm
Right.
pretty much done for the day, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost 9:30, but I think I can go for a little longer than that, but not by much. Because I've been losing track of time.
That's cabin fever.
Well, I
That's
did
why I
go
go
out
outside.
for a little bit yesterday.
I spent most of my day outside. It was 61 degrees. It was nice.
Remember, Ian and I went to the Goodwill.
Oh yeah.
I also somehow managed to squeeze 3 more plants into my greenhouse.
Really?
Now, have you figured out how many plants you can safely put in there without overburdening it?
A lot.
Now, do you do it in layers or you do it in just
No, it's all in. I got shelving in there.
Okay.
I got 3 tiers of shelving in there. So I got the ground floor, middle floor, then the top. And then I have kind of sort of the gravel walkway parts in between the shelving and the actual board walkway that I have in there. Then I have a little mini shelf like what I have back, little tiny one like this.
I will be right back.
I got one of these little short little 3-tiered office ones.
It's not old man syndrome. It's just the fact is that I'm unable to do a lot of stuff with because of my knee. I can't go use my snowshoes like I want to, even though there's snow outside. I don't want to let EM use them because I'm going to be the first person using my brand new snowshoes. That kind of thing. So that's out until I get my knee fixed. No, I was wondering about something about your greenhouse, though, Cliff.
If you want me to, I can go outside real quick and count how many plants I currently have in there.
No, I had an idea about something, but I wanted to run it by you, see what you thought. I know they can do geothermal in housing and everything to keep floors at a constant 55 degrees, which helps keep things from either getting too cold or too hot. Can you do something similar with greenhouses, floorings, or walls or something like that by running tubes down far enough where they keep a constant temperature and keep it circulating?
You can, but you have to dig down really far to do it, and a lot of the time it's more of an inconvenience just to do a greenhouse that way than it is anything else. Most of the time they use geothermals usually to heat a house.
Well, I was just wondering about, if you were doing that, like say in a colder climate, like Iowa or Wisconsin or Michigan or something like that. But you do it you have to do it during the summertime when everything's not frozen, obviously. But do the setup for that to try to keep your greenhouse all year round because you have a medium temperature.
But again, geothermal for a greenhouse, unless your greenhouse is warehouse sized or like a 50 by 50, it's kind of pointless because in order to run geothermal, you have to have it's not like you can just dig a trench, put one pipe down there, and be done with geothermal. You have to have almost like a field's worth of stuff to run geothermal.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You have to have your back and forths, and you have to have your constants. So you have to basically have your inlet and your outlet, and you can run a circulating fan in there or whatnot to keep the air moving. But yeah, you have to have that like 3-4 feet down, and you have to have a lot of it.
I also heard, I'm not sure, I can't remember where I saw it. Someone was running, they had a wood burning stove in their house, and they had pipes going from their stove out to their greenhouse, which is right next to their house. And they had the pipes going just under the ground of their plant boxes to radiate the heat from the ground that was coming from the hot water from the wood burning stove. I'm not sure how well that worked, but they said it worked. It kept it from, you
can do a lot of methods that way.
I wasn't sure how well that would work, but apparently they said it worked.
Yeah, you can do a lot with geothermal, but the problem is you need a lot of.
Well, it's not geothermal on this one. This one's actually just running hot water through pipes from their wood burning stove.
Yeah, you can do that. So let me throw this up there. This is essentially this is a small version of what geothermal will do. But again,
it looks very similar to what they were doing.
Yeah, look at how much line you have to run through that for geothermal to be effective.
Well, they had theirs running right back into in the closed system type setup, but I don't know how they did it or what they actually had in the pipes. But they said it worked, and they allowed them to plant all year round.
Yeah, here's a better version. I don't know if that actually changed over or not. Oh yeah,
I see it.
Oh, the geothermal.
Yeah, so you got your obviously the blue line is where your cold line goes out, and then as it slowly goes around, it heats back up. But yeah, there's numerous ways to do geothermal, but again, the problem is you need the space for it.
Yes.
It takes a lot of planning in advance and money.
Yes.
Obviously. But once you got it set up, though, it allow you to do year-round farming, basically.
Yeah, greenhouse farming, yes. So here's one for you. Here's a full geothermal heat sink. This is lined walls, everything. But that one, that's going to be, looking at the way that's designed, that's going to be a swimming pool.
Okay. Now, there was a picture you had, I saw over to the side. It was a really simple, small one. Like that one right to the left of that.
Oh, hold on.
No, not that one. The next one.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's a septic field.
Is it?
No, that's a geothermal heat pump.
Heat pump, okay.
That one looks even simpler than the other ones. Now, it probably takes more energy or something to use.
No, they actually take less energy. The thing is, with those, because I've been looking at that kind of stuff, is it takes a large amount of infrastructure.
Yeah.
Well, like the thing is, if you plan ahead for it, obviously, and you have the money to set it up, it would allow you to do, depending on the climate, like say you're in a colder climate like I am, or even further north, that allow you to do all your around growing of vegetables.
Colder climate, you would have to do it this way.
Okay.
You would have to basically core out where you want and then basically pylon drill to get through there. I also don't like the fact that guy has water not less than 10 feet under the surface, so stuff's going to get eroded away anyway.
That looks like it might be like Kansas or something.
Yeah, that's an AI-generated image basically for the effects of this, but yeah, in colder climates, you have to dig. You can't dig out, you have to dig down in order for geothermal to work.
Yeah, for me here, I have a lot of water in my subsurface, so I would have to go down.
Let me do something here to help out on that one.
But yeah, once you get 4 feet down, that temperature is stable.
There you go.
That's where mostly, again, like you said, it's a lot of infrastructure. I mean, look, here's this one. That's probably a good 3-4 feet down. Now they're doing the coil method, which is basically just laying the coil out and then just pulling it, sliding it down like you would slide cards out on a table, one over the other.
Like a slinky.
And they have a return line on this side.
That cost a lot, I bet.
Just in labor. And remember,
Oh, we lost Cliff.
he must have lost power again. Well,
Oh,
anyways,
he hit the wrong button.
yeah.
It sounds like a button thing.
No, he doesn't have a button issue. He lost power.
Is that what he said?
No, not yet. He'll say it here in a moment in the text message.
I'm looking on the.
Yeah, when we first moved here, I looked at the geothermal. I'm going, oh my goodness, I don't have $20,000.
You couldn't do it yourself.
That is doing it myself. That's
What-
renting the equipment, buying everything. Yes.
So you couldn't use secondhand parts or anything like that, huh?
No, I would not because it'd be buried underground.
Huh?
You would need to rent excavation equipment.
Yeah, renting the excavation equipment would probably be the biggest expense, I think. He's back.
I clicked on the wrong freaking X for the wrong.
Told you.
window.
Told you.
Oh, if I
You
hit a
clicked
wrong,
on the wrong button. No,
Pushed
I
the
can mess
wrong
with you
window.
now.
would you push that little red X at the bottom?
No, actually, the top main page, where you're on a page and there's a little X on the top.
Oh,
Which
you
to the
closed
wrong
all
page
the
is
windows.
wrong button.
yeah, you went to go close that one window and
Yeah, I accidentally closed the window that I was on StreamYard.
So-
But yeah,
I can mess with you now because I didn't do it this time.
I just hit the wrong button.
Now, if you had the means to do it, would you do it at your property, Cliff?
No, not really. I wouldn't. I don't really need to because it doesn't get cold enough. I mean, we do get cold, but my cold spells are like 1 to 2 days, and then it warms up for like 4 or 5 days, and then it gets cold for 2 days.
Now,
If I was in an area that had a constant freeze for more than 4 or 5 days, I would consider it.
Like
But
from
truth be
Island,
told, I don't really need it.
because right now it's 16 degrees here.
now geothermal goes the other way too in the wintertime. You can keep your house at about 70 degrees, 75 degrees.
It states it's like 55 is the constant mean temperature.
No, your soil, when it's like 4 or 5 feet down, it's right around about 72 degrees.
I thought it was 55. I have to look that up.
45 to 50 in northern climates, 50 to 70 in southern regions. So yeah, me and Jason would be sitting here at 70 degrees. Actually, we would
I would be a
probably
little cooler,
be closer to around 60 to 63.
which is still not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it's more efficient.
It is more efficient, but like I said, the infrastructure for it's like, ooh.
Yeah, you got to figure digging down 5 feet, that's a lot of earth.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of trenching.
like Jenny said, you'd have to rent out the equipment to dig that far down. But like you said, once you're set up, though,
Yeah, and like I said, plastic is not a good transfer of heat.
what are they using?
Believe it or not, the best thing they use is copper.
Okay, copper or no, ceramic wouldn't work.
No.
Oh god, ceramic would get crushed.
Well, I'm thinking about like clay, like they used to use the clay sewer pipes and stuff like that. I don't know if that would go well or not.
Terracotta?
The
Yeah,
terracotta,
like
no.
terracotta stuff.
Too brittle.
Yes and no. The thing with terracotta is, yes, it's a good transfer of heat, but the problem is over years of exposure of water, it basically crumbles back into its original base form, which is clay and dirt.
Clay.
Because that's really what all those terracotta pots are. They're basically a wad of clay and sand and some other stuff, and they press it into a mold and at high power too, by the way. So they press them into a high pressure molding, and then they fire them in a kiln. Yes, it turns them hard, but again, I have terracotta pots here that are so old they actually have disintegrated due to the water.
Yeah.
Over the eons of basically over 10 to 12 years of constant water on them, water drying out. It's the same thing with rocks. You know, water gets into like the smallest crevice, it freezes, slightly expands, and it just keeps doing that over eons, and that's where you get them spalted rocks
Mm-hmm.
flopping off of mountainsides, flattening people.
Right. According to Google, they said high density polyethylene.
Foam?
No, it's a resin,
Hex pipe.
and which provides superior flexibility.
Yeah,
Heat
it's got
using the
everything there. It still doesn't transfer temperature as well as copper.
It says it's got excellent durability, resistance to chemicals, good thermal conductivity.
I mean,
And
right.
lifespan. They're said it lasts decades.
Yeah, that's hex pipe. You're amazed what you can do with 300 feet of that.
What would you do with 300 feet of that?
Like I said, I would turn that into probably about 900 feet. For
What would you do with it, though?
For geothermal.
Yeah.
I mean, the PEX is not that expensive, and I would probably not be running water through it. I'd probably be running antifreeze through it.
It says it's not as durable as the HDPE.
Yeah.
The other stuff I was talking about. And also another one called PERT, polyethylene of raised temperature resistance, whatever. It's another one with good thermal properties, but may have limitations depending on the specific application.
Yeah.
So that high density stuff is the best one to go, but I'm not sure what the cost.
Yeah, if you can get steel pipe and get it coated, yeah, you'll get decades out of that before you start having issues.
Yeah, that's like $13 per square foot for half inch piping of that.
You see why it adds up quickly.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a one-time purchase as long as you set it up right. You could, if you know, you could probably set it up yourself. You can look on YouTube and set it up.
I'm wondering what I can do with a small deep freeze, setting up an air conditioner like that.
I don't know.
So, just for knowledge purposes, standard, depending on the size you're doing for geothermal install, it can range from 10 grand to 30 grand, but it can get more expensive based on what Jason was saying, based on the type of material you use for the piping system, how far you have to put the piping system down, and also how big of a heat field you want to use to generate thermal.
Right.
So that is just a base estimate, 10 to 30. That can get up to 60 to 70,000, probably 100,000, depending on how big you want to do your heat field.
Well, say the size of a decent size
1,600 square foot home.
Well, yeah. Our house is. I'm not sure how big our house is.
If I had a tiny home, you could probably put one in that's pretty inexpensive. It's
Yeah,
just
good
a water pump and a fan and a radiator.
Yeah, I've seen in-floor heating and stuff like that, which is basically similar, but not the same, but similar patterns and stuff.
Yeah, but they're using PEX when they use that stuff. But at the same time, when you're doing in-floor heating, you can actually attach that to a geothermal field and never have to worry about heating or air conditioning in your house. Now, mind you, that's only keeping the floor cold, not the rest of the property. But it
will also keep the floor warm depending on what temperature. If it's in the winter, winter time, it means the floor is kept at a median same temperature. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's
it just means when you're walking around barefoot, you're not freezing your feet off because your floor is like 8 degrees.
Also, that would in reverse that in the summertime when it's like really hot out, that means your floor is cooler, which helps keep everything cool as well. So, and I heard there's not a lot of moving parts for that.
None.
It was just a pump,
and that that in itself could save people's lives sometimes.
It's a simple pump and fan. We'll get you a lot.
I'm not sure exactly because I've not delved into it too much, but I just thought it would be something you could probably use for a small greenhouse to keep it more viable all year round. But
essentially, every person on the planet has used or experienced geothermal.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who has gone to Yellowstone has.
Not that kind of geothermal. You have a garden hose.
Specify.
Your garden hose is essentially a stage 1 geothermal pump.
I've seen people use that
for outside it heats up in the sun, and then that first minute to a minute and a half when you turn that thing on is always hot water, and then it gets back to cold water.
I've seen solar water heaters before.
Oh yeah, solar water heaters get hot.
And I've seen one person who actually had it set up in big black pipes on the roof of their house.
Yeah, they're solar boxes.
That's all they did on one side of their house. It wasn't much, but it was like about 3 feet high and about maybe 30 feet long along the roof, and they had constant hot water without having to pay for it.
Yeah, see, I did the same thing.
Regular hot water heaters were storing it.
Well, you can't get a word in that place, can you?
No, I can't get a word.
They cycled it back through their just an old water heater to help store the heat, which is great.
I've done it for a pool.
Free hot water.
Yeah, I've done it for a pool, and I got an extra 2 months out of the season.
Well, that's pretty good.
I've seen the hobo versions where they get a 55-gallon steel drum and they wrap copper wire around it, and then you just run it to a little pump, and that's your hot and cold. You just start a fire in the pump or in the barrel, and just heat your water so you can be outside in a hot tub in the middle of freaking July. In the middle of
I've seen people do that with like a cast iron tub, using that kind of thing. Just to
I wouldn't necessarily want to do it in a cast iron tub though, because you have to heat the tub and you're basically cooking yourself in there.
Yeah, I did. I did a half-inch black poly pipe that's used for sprinkler systems, and I ran that up the side of the house, up onto the flat roof, and what was it, about 80-degree day. We were putting out almost 115-degree water.
That's not bad though.
Yeah. That's hot. That's hot water. That's hot tub water.
But like I said, but it's when it's going into a 26,000-gallon pool, it still takes it a few days.
Yeah,
but it still makes it circulate though.
Yeah, I was
water
using the pool pump.
Water comes out.
Yeah, I was using the pool pump to do it.
But that's still a good way to keep places heated, sort of, and cool, depending on not without a lot of effort.
Yeah, I was using its own pump to do it. I just had to buy the pieces.
Yeah, this is what Doug said.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know anything up in New York, so what he says, I don't.
New York gets cold in the wintertime. Mm-hmm. Like, stupid cold.
I have not been up that far north. I mean, unless you count Germany, and I'm not sure if that counts. And Switzerland and Luxembourg. So I don't know. And Mildenhall for like a half an hour. I don't know how far north that is compared to where I'm at now. Now, I have my friend Mark who lives up in Maine, like 25 miles from Canada, who might know something, or even CR and Cecilia. You know, they're the only ones I know above in Canada.
And Howie.
Where is Howie at?
BC.
Vancouver.
Okay. Okay, now is he above or below where Rob on the Road is?
The Rob on the Road is probably the highest in the in latitude.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, I see, since I don't know exactly where he's at, I can't guarantee.
I almost think Sean's actually higher.
But you got to remember, England is surrounded by a lot warmer water, which helps raises that temperature a little bit more.
Sean? Which Sean?
Sean in Alaska.
Rob.
Oh, yeah, but I don't talk to him. Not because I just haven't seen him on where I can pop into his live or anything.
He doesn't do a lot of lives.
I've seen him on
He does one every once in a while, but he does not. He's not like the rest of us where he does them regularly.
No, he pops on other people's lives, not one himself.
Yeah, you'll see him around, but he'll never. He rarely goes live himself. Plus, he's currently in the middle of winter.
I don't know a lot of people in Alaska who do lives.
I know a whole bunch.
Well, other than you got the Outdoor Boys, they do a lot of videos, but I'm not sure about lives. But I'm not sure what part of Alaska. And I don't think you can count Marty Rains as lives or not. If you know who he is.
I do not.
Have you ever seen Homestead Rescue? Or heard about it?
I've heard about it because you talk about it. Other than that, I have no idea about it.
His family lives up in Alaska, and they travel all over the place, help saving people's homesteads.
Yeah, wasn't he the one that had his own homestead burned down?
Yep.
Yeah. He should have rescued his instead of helping everyone else.
No, he was in the middle of a saving somebody's homestead when he found out about it. And as soon as he got done, he had to finish what he was doing before he could go. because he was legally obligated. He couldn't leave, but no one got hurt.
In my butt. I'm like, I'm saving my stuff. I'll come back and help you.
No,
But I'm
it
gonna save
happened so fast they couldn't save anything.
my-
But it did give them the opportunity to move their cabin to a better location, and they did a whole episode on that. They upgraded their cabin to a better structure in a better location.
Except for the water issue.
Yeah, they did mention that, but they said they were going to look for a well when they had more time.
No, I meant about the freezing river and everything else, and washing out their driveway, and they had to use a trapeze to go across the.
Yeah, their little thing, majiggy, which, by the way, he had fun with.
Sounds like the same problem Steve used to have
A lot of people did, but
during monsoon season. Well, his driveway was like like 500, 600 feet long, something like that, or 1,000 feet. And every year during the rainy season, his driveway would flood and he would get stuck.
yeah, they actually the house where he's at now is the second one they built after the first one burnt down, obviously. But they had a place out in the country. And all of a sudden, a new subdivision opened up and took the property next to where they lived. And they said, that's too much. So they sold their property, moved to that new one that got eventually burned down. And then they built again on top of the next ridge to help protect that. But I think he uses the money from all the shows that he does to help pay for all that. So, but he's got his son, his daughter, and him all go all over the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah, I kind of want to do something similar along those lines, but not to the extent that he does.
Well, I
Can't
mean,
support it, and I'm not being sponsored.
right, obviously. But if you needed help, you'd probably call him if you could.
I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't waste my time with him, to be honest.
Because they source a lot of the material from the people's properties when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, but these people are on 50, 100, 200 acres.
Nope, not all of them. Some of them has been on 10 acres.
Yeah, well, the problem is I don't have 10 acres currently.
Doesn't mean you couldn't. You're still looking for one. I know that. But you need something with more trees, though. That's the only issue. The ones you're looking at,
land with
trees.
on it.
Because trees will indicate water. If you have water, you're good. Oh,
I live in the desert. That makes no sense half the time. I only see trees around the river. Everywhere else, there's no trees.
I have a homestead water thing that I just wrote about from California. This one guy got notified by the California Water Board. He has to put a meter on his well.
Yes. They're doing that to everybody.
Makes no sense. It's its own personal well, which he put in. He paid for everything, but he's got to pay them money for the money he pulls out of his own well.
And he also has to pay for the electricity to pump it too.
And for the paperwork and everything else.
Yes, that's how bad California got. They're robbing the people blind.
Because they want to keep all the people in the big cities happy.
They can't even collect.
They can't even collect rainwater.
That's stupid.
It's law.
When you build a house, you're automatically collecting rainwater.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, if these people know they're doing it, all they got to do is just not pay for like 2 or 3 weeks or like 2 months, and the entire sector was shut down because they don't have any money to complain about it.
No, they would do a lien.
Yeah, they would force them off their property.
Yep, they do a lien on it.
But they're making them pay for the meters. They're making them pay for the paperwork. They pay for all that.
No,
And
I straight up
even
tell
their
them,
water-
you want a meter, you better put it in your damn self. 'Cause I ain't
And this guy has been on his property for 40 years. 40 years.
They've been trying to do that since the 1980s. Believe me, I was there when they were trying to do it.
That's stupid.
It is.
Especially if you have your own, like if you got water rights that you own. There's a lot of places you got to make sure you own your water rights or you don't have it. I think that's a lot in Texas, I think.
I have water rights on my property, actually.
We got the water rights here.
Yeah, the thing is, if you don't have your water rights, you can get them taken away. But
It's grandfathered into the property, so even if it won't even matter. All the properties down here, because we're next to ditches and all that, we all have water rights, so they're grandfathered into the properties themselves.
yeah, but New Mexico is different from California because California is screwed when it comes to
New Mexico's screwed too. It's too dry down here. And it's even worse that every time they do construction, they cut out the damn trees and they don't replace them. Pisses me off.
Then plant some.
I'm not going to go randomly plant trees in the middle of the freaking city because then I don't want to get fined for digging up their shit or disturbing or causing a public nuisance or destruction of city property. I don't want to deal with that hassle. That's why I don't put trees anywhere out here because I don't feel like going to jail trying to make the place more oxygen rich.
I actually heard seen another video where this guy was being fined by the city for taking an empty lot and making a junk lot and putting plants and trees and flowers and vegetables on it, and the neighborhood was helping it, and the judge basically threw the citation away. Said there's no reason for that to be happening. Because he was improving the land, not destroying it. And
yes, but at the same time, he was doing it on registered and owned land by the city or the state.
They didn't say who owned it, but he said the inspector who did it said he should have had discretion. If he was doing something like building a structure that shouldn't have been there in the first place, but not something that improved the lives and quality of life of people around the lot, instead of having junk cars and trash and all that stuff in it, it actually had something useful for the community.
Yeah, but at the same time, what the city's going to look at it be like, whoever had that lot, it probably got foreclosed and went bank closure and then went back to default.
They didn't talk about any of that. They didn't mention
it most likely outright, and the city was mad because they weren't getting any. I mean, regardless of whether or not it was a junk lot or not, they weren't getting any property taxes on it. What they wanted to do was probably try to get that guy to pay taxes on that property that he's been.
It wasn't his property.
I know, but they were trying to get property tax off of him for using the property.
I have no idea, but the judge basically threw it out.
Yeah, I would have thrown it out too if I was a judge because that's some BS.
That's what he said. I mean, the law said, if you're vandalizing a property, there's discretion. If you're doing it just to mess it up and throw a random structure that doesn't need to be there, but the guy took trash, all that stuff that drug addicts used to use it for getting high and all that stuff, cleared all that out, put in gardens, he put in fruit trees, he put all this flowers and all that other stuff, and the neighbors were helping too.
And the funny thing is, all it would take is the city just to be like, yeah, well, we're going to use this lot and then just plow it all under. Because the one thing he did not do was go to the state board and ask for permission to use that land or to, possibly try to clean it up.
No, the judge kiboshed that already, though. Since they actually got a ruling and had that citation thrown out, the city has no foot to stand on now because there's a ruling on it.
And now he could probably do squatters' rights on it too.
Possibly, but I think he wasn't doing it for. He didn't want to hold the land. He was just making it look better.
Yeah. Now, the city of Tempe has a program where you can donate trees to. So if you have a live Christmas tree, you take it down to one of the park locations and drop it off, and we planted them.
That's cool.
Yeah, and if we did a lot of memorial trees. We did at least 2-3 memorial trees a week or a month.
On Arbor Day, you probably got a lot of trees.
Oh yeah, I mean we kept planting trees.
That's always.
We'd also keep losing trees too.
Well, I mean, they don't always survive, obviously, but Cliff.
Smackus, attack us, crack us, whack us, smack us. I wasn't even looking the minute I heard Cliff, and I was like, I already knew what was going on.
By the way, it is 1 minute to 10. I think this is a good time to say it.
Well, like I said, we did 2 trees in one day for dedication trees.
Look at that. He's just sitting there looking at you, Cliff.
Mac.
And those were for our 2 fallen for that year.
Wow.
He's just sitting there. Well, Mac, good to say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah, it was pretty bad when we lost 2 employees to cancer in 1 year.
Well, it's hard to start it here.
Yeah.
But it is time for me to go. I am
Alrighty,
tired.
folks.
I went further than I expected to go, but the topic actually got pretty interesting. So we actually have interesting topics tonight, folks. I said I didn't have a topic, but the topics kind of flowed, which is nice. Interesting topics from geothermal to planting trees and other topics. So gardening related, adjacent.
Sort of.
Does that count?
Garden?
So
What about garden?
well, we talked about greenhouses, geothermal for greenhouses, and we talked about improving vacant lots with flowers and trees and gardens and things like that. So that's not my normal topic, but kind of went. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you guys for being here. I'm tired, so be well, be safe. I love you guys all, and happy
Good night,
20.
tired. I'll see you on Saturday.
I will see you on Saturday, Cliff. Be well, be safe, and good night. I'm out of here in 5, 4,
Get out there and slap a rat.
1.